two, one. level is, if we need to turn that up. So check, 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 one. Check, 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 check. So let's mute. Check, check, check.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. How do I sound?
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
You guys sound like you're pretty far away.
Okay, so we found far away. Okay. Microphone is Black Magic. That's coming from here. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
There's a tiny bit of static.
So how? So like right now, you said that sounds far away.
Yeah,
Check, check,
when
check.
you start speaking, it gets more staticky.
How about? Okay, so I'm gonna keep adjusting. So let me know how that sounds. Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. So you're saying that sounds staticky?
Yeah, there's still more static.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
How do I sound? How do I sound?
You have an echo.
Chuck did? Do I sound better than Chuck did?
No, you have an echo. You sound like you're in a tunnel.
What about now? How do we sound now? Check, check, check.
Hold on, give me a second. Go again.
Check, check, check.
Check, check, check. It is 6 a.m.
There's still a lot of static.
Still a lot of static.
Yep.
There's just a
Chuck sounds fine, but there's static, and then Bob sounds like he's in a tunnel.
Okay. So is that muted? Maybe that's so. Are you feeding anything to us?
No.
Okay. See here. Let's try this. Let's try.
How do I sound now?
What's
Do I sound any better?
That's better.
Okay. So let me unplug this. Let me think about this. Why am I not getting? Oh, that. Okay. So audio box is going in here, which is what it should be doing. Okay. So you're saying we sound better now?
Yeah, but there's still static when you guys talk.
Okay, let me turn off. You know what I think it is? Let me turn off noise canceling. How about that? I'm just going to check that. Check, check, check.
Still static.
So I sound better now? I sound pretty good?
You do.
But you said we still just sound staticky, is what you're saying. No.
Yeah, your voices sound clear. There's just static in the back when you
There's
guys start
something
speaking.
in the background.
It's only when you guys start speaking.
How about okay? Okay. So how? Okay. So like, if we do here, we could try this.
Here, I'm going to ditch this.
Hey, can you still hear us?
Yep.
Is that any better or worse? Is that better? Check, check, check.
It's
better?
about the same.
About the same? So we sound okay, but there's static in the background. Yep. Okay, so let me play with that. And we lost the picture?
Oh, yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay, how about
now? There you go.
Okay, so let me see why. Bob, can you check the connection there for video? Did that get unplugged? Okay, so. Is that still powered up? How about that? Is that any? I'm going to keep playing with some settings on that. Just let me know if you hear it any better or worse.
Still static.
Okay, where are you? Where'd you unplug? Oh, over there. No, this was plugged in. This was plugged in over there.
That sounds worse.
We didn't do anything yet. Okay, so hang on. Let me put it back the other way then. Okay, how about that? And then well, then plug it in behind the rack here then. Check, check, check. Does that sound any better?
Still static. Still static.
Okay. Check, check, check. So why is it so low? Okay, so let's just crank it way up and see what happens. I mean, there's plugs back here. There's plugs in the ground, whatever. How about that? Does that get any better? I'm just going to keep turning things up and see if that gets any better if we get louder. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2, check 1, 2.
Nope.
So I'm going to turn. So if I turn, if I turn this up, so I turn my output up. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. How about that? Does that get better if we turn it up? Or does it just get static?
No.
It's worse?
No, it's the same. No, it's the same.
Okay. Check, check, check. So that.
Can you pull up the YouTube live on your phone and see if you hear it?
Okay, hang on. Are you watching YouTube live on your phone? Yeah. Who's watching it? I hear it somewhere. Okay, hang on. Let me go over here real quick. Why don't you do us a favor and reboot your laptop real quick?
All right.
Just
all right.
because I think it's coming from over there.
Hello? All right. Hold on, guys. Just a second. Hold on, let me check.
Check, check, check. How is that?
That's a little better.
That's a little bit better?
Yeah.
Okay. So the problem is, though, the way you... So when you put us on air, are we on air right now?
Yes, we're live.
Yes, we're live.
Go ahead and... Okay, and then you can talk to me and I can hear you. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and...
Right now, there's dozens of boomers on the road like, what's going on the expressway?
Oh, yeah. So why don't we try that? Why don't we just go ahead and do our do traffic and weather and see how it goes? Does that sound better?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so why don't we introduce ourselves here? So yeah.
Why don't we try to do some radio here?
Oh, what did you just do?
I didn't do
Did you
nothing.
plug that camera back in? It's dead again.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, what's going on? Did you plug it in? Go check the camera. It's not plugged in. It died. We're doing no. Did you guys plug it? Turn the switch on. Turn the switch. No, there's a switch. Look, Tony. Look where your hand was. There's a red switch. Turn it on. Move your hand around. Keep going. Keep going. You're getting close. You're getting close. There you go. You found it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but I saw myself, and I looked amazing for a minute.
Okay, so here we go. So let's get ready. Do we have okay, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, now we can do some radio. Okay. So let's
Now that we got the video, let's do some radio.
Are we ready on that? So are we ready to go on the air?
Yep.
Poor little
You're good to go.
Okay, ready? Okay, here we go, everybody. We're going to be live on the radio. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Dingus Day.
Hey,
at Big
happy
Frank's.
Dingus Day.
Okay, so we got a big crowd here. We got a lot of the usual callers. So if you're all here, then you can't call in. So it's fantastic. So that way we don't have to worry about taking phone calls. Let's take a first look at traffic and weather. Is there something going on that I don't know about on... there's something going on Klein Avenue, it looks like. So if you're trying to get to the highway from Klein, if anybody's out that way, there's some construction. Looks like there's a slowdown. If you're going north or south on Klein, south of the expressway, there's something going on there. Other than that, things looking pretty good on the area roadways. 8094, 65, Skyway Toll Road, all looking good. Everything looking good on the Illinois side. Not even the usual slowdown, Bishop Ford to Dan Ryan. Remember, Bishop Ford going home is going to be a nightmare, and it's going to be that way till, like, I don't know, the next year. But it might be time just to move to Chicago at that point, so you don't have to go on the Bishop Ford. I don't know. Or take the train.
But we got a train now.
We got a train. We could take the train.
What's the point of moving to Chicago if I got a train now?
Okay, so, Lynette, do you want to do weather?
Let's see. I think I have a bit of... Ooh. Yeah, I got an echo.
It's just because Chuck was messing with stuff.
Yeah, someone is saying I have an echo. I can hear
There's
it.
an echo?
Yeah, for me.
Doesn't sound like it on the YouTubes.
She's hearing herself, so let's move this. Let's move this over here.
Well, I
then
like her voice.
Well, we'll hear her. We'll hear her here, but okay. Go. Is that worse?
That sounds awful.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Hello? Oh, there you go. That's better. All right.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. All right. Good morning, everyone. Today we're at 41 degrees with highs of 50 and lows of 30. It's going to be cool with periods of clouds and sunshine, then breezy in the afternoon. And then tomorrow on Tuesday, we'll be having highs of 38 and lows of 35. Should be mostly cloudy and colder. And then Wednesday, we'll be having highs of 65 and lows of 53. It should be breezy with intervals of clouds and sunshine.
Okay. So now, I know we sound kind of fuzzy, but you sound good. We sound good to you, though, right?
Yes. I mean, yeah, there's
Okay.
a bit of static, but I don't think anyone's complaining.
Okay. Well, fantastic. That's the
That's
important
because
thing.
all of our listeners are here.
That's because everybody's here, right? Well, we can't see you, Tony. Here.
Ooh.
So you're going to control the cameras today. How about that? So we're here at Big Frank's. We are doing a Dingus Day live remote. Everybody's wandering in.
Happy Dingus Day!
Happy Dingus Day. I'm going to regret this, but we're going to give. Here, why don't you? Here, you can join us.
Already? We're doing this already?
Yeah, you can wander around.
How's it going, everybody?
It's Mr. Pierogi.
Come on down. If you're listening to this live, Big Frank's Sausage, East Chicago, Indiana. They got foods. They got drinks. They got people in the background. We got a big kielbasa walking around back there. You can see her if the other camera's on. But, we got a switchboard. We got Chuck and Bob. Again, happy Dingus Day. Big Frank's Sausage. Mr. Pierogi here, by the way. Chuck, Bob, what a great broadcast. Is this This might be the best broadcast of all time already.
and it's already
only 10
6
minutes in.
6:15, right?
Only 10 minutes in, of course.
Okay, so
But
the
you know
people
what?
are saying there is some static on the audio.
And I'm sure you're going to give some update about Dingus Day and what's all entails. And
Oh, we've got our squirt guns and our pussy willow.
the squirt guns by the equipment. Chuck must be loving that.
Yeah,
right
no,
now.
we're gonna shoot it that way though. It'll be
shoot
fine.
it that way for sure. We got more.
Oh,
people
look at that. More
walking in the
people
door right
coming
now.
in.
Hey, the
So-
accordion is
So
here.
like, let's see, does that work?
Hello, sir. How's it going?
There we go. You got the squirt.
There we go.
We got Trucker
For
Mike
those of
in the
you
background.
listening,
We're about to rock and roll here. But you know what? It's amazing to see you work here, Chuck. Because I think, Bob, correct me if I'm wrong here, is he the only engineer in the country that has his own radio show as well?
I think so.
I mean, he could host and fix the show at the same time.
Well,
While
the-
doing it.
The people listening at home are like, does he fix anything? Well, we're working on it.
He's fixing
We don't
stuff.
exactly
He's
have
fixing stuff.
our
But again,
budget is go through the WGLB closet, see what you can find, and do your show with that. So
And I'll be
that's
popping in throughout the show. I'm going to mix and mingle here. But it's Dingus Day, guys. I know we got some special guests later on in the show. Some surprises. So, again, Big Frank's Sausage, East Chicago, Indiana. Come on down, everybody.
Roxana, East Chicago.
Roxana.
Roxana, come
Which
on
is
down
East
to
Chicago.
Roxana. It is, but it's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody. I'll be back.
Lynette, do we want to try to take some phone calls? Do we have any phone calls yet?
We do not. We don't have any phone calls.
Well, you guys can call us.
Honestly, half of our callers are,
Well,
are
everybody's
behind
here.
us right now.
So, hey, Trucker Mike, you want to just do your phone call now? You want to just do your phone call live on the air instead of calling us in? And we want to see if the phones work. That was I was curious if the phones were working.
Just
So
letting you
give
guys
us-
know, people are starting to complain about the static.
Okay, well, why they're complaining about the static? So I don't know. We'll have to figure out. Why don't we during the next break we'll play with some things. We'll see if we can come up with a solution to that. I think it might be the cable. So what happens if? So here's my question. Like if I were to switch, go completely here, does that sound much better? Does the static go away if I go
It's
to
not
this?
not completely, but it's quieter.
It's much better if we do that. Okay, well maybe we'll just roll with this then. We'll wear our headphones, and we'll just have to roll with this while we diagnose. I've got some more microphones, so it might be the headsets. It could be the headsets. Okay, well we can. Well, yeah, I mean, why don't we get that? You want to get that rocking? So we're here. We're here at Big Frank's. We're doing our live remote. We're tweaking things. This is the problem with having a day after the holiday. We didn't get a chance to test yesterday, so we'll get it rolling. But in the meantime, we're here. I don't know. Is Stan? You want to come join us at some point? Here, come on up. So we're here, and we're celebrating Dingus Day. We're taking your phone calls. We're still going to do our normal show. We just need to get a few things dialed in first because live remotes are always tricky in this business.
We do have a caller now.
You do have a caller? Okay, so let's take let me take the call while Bob gets our microphone set up. So go ahead. Good morning. Take the call. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning, it's Trucker Mike.
Oh, Trucker Mike. Where are you calling from?
Yeah,
He's calling from right there.
I'm sitting.
Turn on a wave.
I'm sitting at some.
Bob,
I'll
let's
wave,
go
but I'm
right
sitting
in.
at some bar called. I'm sitting at a place called Big Frank's, and I got a thing. Well, let me do this. Man, I at least you know why Big Frank got these little blow up whistles.
Why
So
did-
after
why
you
did
sit here all morning and drink their breathalyzer tests. No, I'm up here enjoying this thing, and then the guy next to me is explaining to me what this is all about. I never really knew.
Yeah, I didn't realize that nobody else in the region does this. So, Stan, why? So
No.
okay, the phones work. So that's what we want to test. So we'll hang up on you, and you can come join us later in the show. Okay?
Alrighty, everybody come on down and have a good time.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Okay, so Stan, so tell everybody, because I've not looked into it yet. I just know about the Pussy Willow and the squirt guns. Other than that, I don't know much about it. So why don't you tell people about Dingus Day?
Okay, Dingus Day is a Polish tradition that started in 966 A.D., and it is a holiday right after Easter, the Monday after Easter, and it's from the Prince Mieszko of Poland being baptized to start Christianity in Poland. Now, this holiday is traditionally celebrated in Buffalo, New York, and eastern parts of the United States, but we're celebrating it here at Big Frank's today. All right? Let's hear it. So we got mimosas, Bloody Marys, come on by, punchkis, and plenty of liquor.
Thank you, sir. Where is Mr. Progi at? 'Cause I wanted to ask him a question about Mr. Progi. Well, so you let me know when you're ready to take a break. I'll let you decide, and then we can reset our microphones at that point. But do we want to go ahead? Why don't you get the accordion player to come this way, and we'll play into a break. How about that? So have him come this way. So have Tony bring your accordion player this way. Okay, so Lynette, we're gonna play into a break. Okay, so we're gonna play some accordion music, and then you take a break whenever you're ready. Okay.
All right.
Tech Credit Union supports the essential role of union labor in building strong communities. That's why we offer hassle-free banking, financial empowerment, and a commitment to your success. Save for the future, handle life's challenges, and trust a partner that stands by hardworking union members. Tech Credit Union, the better option for you and your money. Visit techcu.org or call 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union, supporting union families every step of the way.
Summer's coming, and Deep River Water Park is taking applications for all positions. We have jobs both inside and out for all ages that offer great benefits. Free admission on your day off for you and a friend. Free uniforms, paid training, make new friends, flexible scheduling, and more. To apply, just go to deepriverwaterpark.com and you're on your way to a summer of rewarding fun.
Deep River Water Park. It's simply splash-tastic.
Plumbers Local 210 is building the future, and we're looking for service plumbers to join our team. Our training center invests nearly $500,000 every year to make sure our members are the best in the industry. From a 5-year apprenticeship and an associate degree at Ivy Tech to ongoing certifications in safety and new technology, our plumbers are trained for excellence. Every member is drug tested and licensed for your safety and peace of mind. When you need plumbing work done, make sure you ask for the license. It's your right to ask.
Introducing Powers Health, a health system with a new name and a strong legacy of caring for families in our community. One with a tradition of advanced specialized services and a vision for the future. One with a commitment to medical excellence and compassionate care. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Okay, we're back at 6:22 here in the region. Chuck Pullen, Bob Starkey, here at Big Frank's. We're having all kinds of fun, so I'm going to switch back over. Okay, that's perfect. Okay.
Still static.
What's that?
Still static.
Now getting more static?
Yeah.
Okay, so is it better or worse than before?
It's a little bit worse.
A little bit worse than before. Okay, so let's, how about now? Is that any better? So we're going to switch over to the other microphone, so maybe that'll help us a little bit. Okay, so we're switching over to the other mic. Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay, go ahead. Okay, perfect, thank you. Okay, so there we go. So we're back. Thank you. Okay, so how are we're gonna have to share that or something? I don't know.
I think we could share it. I think it sounds great.
We can do this too, so let me turn that down a little bit. How about Lynette? We any better with that? We switch microphones.
Still a little bit of static.
Okay, I honestly think it's that laptop because we switched different. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see for next time. We'll have to get because we're still on that old laptop. That's probably
The
part of the problem.
exploded one?
The exploded laptop. Yeah. So that's probably part of the problem. So, but so we're here. We're here at Big Frank's. We're taking your phone calls. We're talking. We're doing our usual show, but we're gonna intersperse that.
Usual meaning that it's not working until about 6:30.
Right. Well, that's. I mean, yeah. That's a normal show for us. Although I do.
It has nothing to do with Lynette. She's wonderful.
I'm gonna turn.
I don't think anyone thought it would be about me.
Nobody once thought it was your issue. So, Chuck, are you doing the radio show here, or you want me to do it here?
No, you can do
what
it.
Are you doing?
You can do it. That's fine.
What are you doing? So I had only ever heard of Dingus Day when Chuck started talking about it. And so we did a little research, and evidently, so I got a water gun somewhere around here, and that's supposed to symbolize anyone? They got nothing. Evidently, water guns. Tell us about the water guns. What are we supposed to do with them?
Where's my mic here? There we go.
There we go.
So if you got a water gun, feel free to go out in the streets and you could squirt any, usually women, girls, with water guns, but
and it's supposed to be a cleansing of some sort.
Yeah, and I know we got folks here. What he's got the pussy willow back there. You could say it on the air, I know for sure. But you could also use that.
It's a tree and a flower.
It's a tree and a
All
flower.
right, it's getting worse.
Chuck, I don't know if you started the morning off with I gotta be careful what I say, Amy and whatnot, and a squirt gun or whatnot, but I'm sure she would like to awake from that at 5 o'clock in the morning. Lynette is on the other side right now, so she's making sure we're okay.
Is that better or worse there, Lynette?
That's worse.
Way worse.
Whoa! Look at that. They're going crazy back here, Chuck. I gotta get back to it, but we'll be here all morning, Big Frank.
Okay, was that better or worse if I do that?
That's worse.
Worse? I'm not even doing anything with this one, so we're just gonna tweak some stuff here. How about that? And then, I got some other ideas out of desperation, but go ahead, you keep talking. Radio Shack is closed.
Radio Shack is closed. So we've got these squirt guns around, and it's supposed to be some type of cleansing ritual. We have pussy willows, which we'll bring out here. They are the first, I think, the first flowers or plants to bloom after the winter, and so that's supposed to be. You're supposed to go around and you're supposed to tap people with them, and that is.
Watch out, Bob.
It's the men tap the women.
Oh well. There's plenty of them back there.
And then tomorrow the women get to push the men.
And so it's a good luck, good health, lots of I don't know if superstition is the word, but you all right there, Chuck? Okay. So you are listening to our attempted live broadcast here at Big Frank Sausage. And it's the day after a holiday, so we didn't really get to get in here, which clearly now we should have gotten in here to do a little more radio testing. But
Well, I was here all day yesterday.
Well, you did it. It looks great. It looks great.
Did that get any better or no?
No.
I'm just what?
Nope.
No, not better. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going.
Keep going. So I sent her a text. I sent Lynette a text. Said, "Hey, is anything Chuck doing? Is any of it helping?" And she said, "No." So apologies in advance for all of you guys that are listening and hearing a little bit of static. It is 6:28 here in the region. You are listening to our attempted live broadcast here.
Can you try
on
touching your mic? The one
Try-
that's running. Yeah, can you try touching it, like tapping it?
Hang on. Oh, I am. Okay, I just can't hear anything. So, do you hear the tapping? I can't hear myself now. So,
Yeah,
so
I don't know
we're
if
going to
you-
keep
I
going.
don't- yeah.
It is
Thought
6:28
maybe
here
it
in
was
the
your mic.
region. Here on WJOB 1230 AM 104.7 FM. We are at Big Frank's. in East Chicago doing a attempted live Dingus Day broadcast. I saw a shirt, but I couldn't get here. It couldn't get here enough time. It says not Polish but supportive, and so that's what I was going to go with this morning. And it is 6:30. Why don't we take a break? We're at the bottom of the hour. We will do some ads and pay for some of these, maybe some new cables that maybe they'll get here by the time we're done with break. We'll come back with traffic and weather here in the region.
Life's biggest challenges don't come with a warning. When legal issues arise, whether it's a car accident, personal injury, criminal charge, or representing you before municipal boards, you need a trusted advocate on your side. At Westland & Bennett, we listen first because your story matters. We provide strategic, personalized legal solutions to protect your rights, your freedom, and your future. Peace of mind starts with a conversation. Call 219-440-7550 today for a free consultation.
Ennigenberg Roofing offers roof replacements, repairs, and new construction. CertainTeed Shingle Master certified, our goal is to treat every customer and project with respect, courtesy, and honesty. Serving Northwest Indiana for over 63 years, contact us for a free roof replacement estimate at 219-365-8879. Mention this ad and receive a free upgrade to CertainTeed Pro Shingles. And Ennigenberg Roofing, 219-365-8879.
Indiana wants me.
You're a Hoosier serving in the military or living overseas? Indiana wants every eligible Hoosier to participate in our elections. Military and overseas voters can register and vote securely from anywhere in the world. Voting assistance for service members, families, and eligible Hoosiers is available now. Visit IndianaWantsYou.com or contact your county election office. And remember, Indiana wants you. Message sponsored by your Indiana Secretary of State.
Indiana wants me.
Do you like to work with your hands, creating something from nothing? Then think about Laborers Local 41. You'll get 432 hours of apprenticeship training, all while earning a wage with benefits and incurring no student debt. You'll travel to different job sites, learn tons of skills, and in a lot of cases, be the first one on and the last one off a job site. It all starts at laborers41.com.
I'm Jerry Williams. For over 35 years, I protected Lake County as a state trooper and interim police chief of Gary. This is my home, and keeping our community safe has been my life's work. I've dedicated my career to fighting crime. Now I'm running for sheriff to get the job done and deliver real results. As a crime fighter, not a politician, I'd be honored to have your vote. Paid for by the committee to elect Jerry Williams for sheriff.
Perfect. And we're back. Is that any better? So we just completely rewired all of those. No, I think it's your computer. Well, thank you. I blame that laptop, which was my fault. So I guess what we could do is we'll finish this segment here and then run back to the studio, and we'll have to just jump back and forth. Maybe we can leave Tony here, and we could do the show from there. Okay. So if in the meantime, if anybody wants to call real quick, and we can talk about Dingus Day, if you have any Dingus Day plans, but also where'd Tony go? So the other thing that you told me that was interesting was this idea that by the
way, who's Tony?
Mr. Pierogi.
I know.
So I understand that you have this is the official end of Lent. So one of the other things is,
well, at the end of Lent, of course, yesterday was Easter, so if you gave up any vices, I guess you could do them now. I don't know. That's how it usually works.
So if you did, in fact, give up a vice, so this would be your first day back on the wagon, essentially. At that point.
Well, that vice, yeah. But even chocolate. Chocolate's a vice, right, Bob?
You asked the fat man if chocolate's a vice?
I could ask Chuck the same thing, too. But, I mean, chocolate or whatever you gave up. I mean, now officially done, and you could do it.
Or you could just you can just say, hey, I didn't miss that thing, and then you could just keep not doing it.
Yeah, you could do that too, Chuck. And I know you gave up. What'd you give up? Did you give up anything?
I gave up arguing with people on Facebook, and that lasted about.
That was like a day and a half.
That
We
lasted
had a
about
train
3
opening.
minutes. And
We had a national emergency where we started printing money again. I mean, it's been a rough month. for
right,
you
it was
if
a
you
bad
gave
time
up
for me. But I mean, I
complaining.
realized that it was more important to help the people than argue with them on Facebook. So.
Some people, give up social media altogether to avoid everything like that. But I think that's kind of tough for you, right? Because you got to argue.
Well, I am the voice and base of the region, so I need to keep up on things, right?
I could never. I have a couple friends that for February, they give up social media just as a short month. I couldn't do it.
No,
because I couldn't. I think I couldn't because then I wouldn't use my phone, and then I would realize how much money I'm just wasting on social media and phones, and I'd be fine with a flip phone.
So if you're back on, oh no, wait. Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, you
come here. Come this way.
No, you gotta come this way.
What we got going on over here? Come on. Look, he's got his squirt gun. Bite the equipment.
Hey, everybody, happy Dingus Day. Happy Easter, happy Dingus Day, a big Polish tradition. A day after Easter. I heard you guys talk about it a little bit. I got my, not my squirt gun, but my machine squirt gun. Watch out there, Tucker. Oh, no, it's Dingus Day. Everything's legal on Dingus Day.
Yeah, evidently it's the day that you can go back to all of your vices that you gave up on, and so, yeah, evidently everything.
Well, I
is
heard,
legal on Dingus Day.
where's Stas?
There he is.
I heard Stas talking about it this morning, a little bit about the traditional Dingus Day. Actually, obviously, it's a day after Easter, and the squirting part of it is because it's a renewal. When at Easter Sunday, the churches are filled with holy water, you're blessed with holy water, so it's a refreshing way to start off the day after Easter, a cleansing sort of, if you will, and yeah, it's a national holiday in Poland. It's very big in South Bend area. Crumbstown, they go from 10 to late hours at night. Back in the day at St. Stan's in Chicago, right down the street, we used to have Dingus Day for quite a bit of years, and it was well attended. And so, yeah, I'm glad to see that somebody, like any other tradition, if you don't keep it up, it's not there anymore. So,
and they're keeping up that Big Frank sausage. Come on, everybody, Big Frank sausage. There we go.
So yeah, happy Dingus Day to everybody. Come on down to Big Frank's, and let's keep the tradition going.
Keep it going.
Well, and that's one of the things that the region is so rich with tradition. It's nice to see. That was always one of the cool things growing up in the region is you have all these different people from different places coming together, sharing their food, sharing their experiences, sharing their all that kind of stuff. So I don't know. Did we get any messages? Is it better or worse? Or what?
I don't know.
Okay,
it sounds like it's a mix of sometimes better when we talk and then sometimes worse when we talk.
Sometimes. Well, that's pretty much a typical Monday, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. So I'm trying to see if there's any other, like if I adjust anything, like if that helps at all.
But it's also weird because I'm getting half messages saying, "Oh, YouTube's fine," and the other half, "Oh, it's static."
Oh, that's there's no static now. Speak.
Okay, how about that? Was that?
Yes, Lynette.
Yes. How's that?
How's
The
that?
pushing button.
Oh, it's like on and off.
Okay, it's on and off. So there's.
It's almost so much worse now.
Okay, how about so if I switch to that, I think it's got to be in the Zoom. So it's got to be something going on with Zoom then because.
Internally, we sound great.
Well, right, and that's the thing is that, I don't know what else to really try here. So we've tried everything. So I'm going to turn that if I turn that way up, that'll be too high, I think. Like if I turn it way up like that, is that better or worse?
It makes well, now I have an echo.
It makes what?
It gives me an echo.
it makes an echo.
Yeah, for me.
Okay, so it makes an echo. So, okay, well,
I just got a text. It sounds better when you talk. I think
Right.
it's fixed.
you think it's okay? Well, so she just said it got much worse. It was better for a second and got much worse, which is really weird.
There is a slight delay on
Right.
on YouTube. So whatever you did before
But
you
like
just
so
did
that
something.
so like that. So that's what it's the Zoom. There's noise removal in Zoom, and so I don't know if that makes it better or worse. But that should be. I mean, as far as what I'm sending to her, everything sounds clean. So
I'm told that first off, I'm told that the radio show starts at 7 a.m.
Oh,
this
good.
morning here on Dingus Day. But I am told that it sounds better, and then you move. So don't move.
so don't move. Well, I can't help. Okay, so if I don't
sounds
move,
a little bit better now.
it sounds a little bit better. And we haven't done anything yet. So what happens if I do this? So if I were to switch to this, is that better or worse? That's probably worse, right?
It's kind of the same now. Well,
Okay.
I think
hang
it's
on.
quiet now.
It's quiet now.
Okay, it's back when you talk.
It's the best part about this is I hope folks are watching the.
What'd you do? There you go. Put that back. Okay, there you go.
The best part about this is we're attempting to do this while I've got people dressed as Polish food with kazoos, an accordion in the background, and Chuck being frantic about attempting to get all the audio video done. Hey, great job, everybody. I hope you all can hear that because it is really adding to the ambiance of whatever.
You can switch to the other camera now.
Here we go.
Yeah, so there you go. I think we should do the show from the studio, but then check in here on occasion.
I think that would be.
You know
a
what
good
I mean?
idea.
So that's what we'll do. We'll do that in the 7 o'clock hour. So we'll leave everything here, and we'll check in with them. So we'll tell Tony we'll do like live hits. So we'll leave your mic open, and then we'll run back to the studio. So Lynette, why don't we do that? We'll take a long break, and then we'll run back to the studio, and we'll check in with Big Franks on occasion throughout the morning. Okay?
Yep.
So go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back from the studio.
For over 100 years, Roofers Local 26 has been keeping Northwest Indiana dry and safe. Since 1919, our highly trained members have built a reputation for skills, safety, and reliability. With a 4-year apprenticeship and certifications in OSHA safety, first aid, and CPR, we deliver quality you can trust. When you need roofing done right, choose Roofers Local 26, protecting what matters most for over a century. For more information, visit www.roofers26.com.
Are you sausage curious?
Who's ready for Polish?
Big Frank Sausage has the very best Polish food in the region.
You had a mouthful of Big Frank sausage?
We have a full bar, dine-in, carry-out, delivery, and catering available.
I've had a mouthful of Big Frank sausage.
I've got a mouthful of Big Frank sausage.
219-378-9556. Smacznego i na zdrowie.
Who's ready for Polish?
What if one evening could change a life? At Legacy Rising, every moment helps bring hope to children, families, and individuals across Northwest Indiana. Join Mental Health America of Northwest Indiana on May 7th at the Hard Rock Casino, Northern Indiana, for an unforgettable night of inspiration, elegant dining, and powerful stories of resilience. Your participation helps fund critical mental health programs supporting those who need it most in our community. For tickets, text Legacy Rising 2026 to 33100 or visit our website at mhanwi.org.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Strachan Van Til, where making life easier starts with a smile.
IBEW Local 697 electrical contractors bring the highest standard of electrical work to Lake County homes, schools, and businesses. From everyday fixes to once-in-a-lifetime builds, we don't just get the job done, we get it done right and up to the highest safety standards. When you need electrical work, hire the professionals who power Indiana. Empowering Indiana, Lake County, bringing excellence to the job, creating a brighter future for our community.
Hey, it is 6:50 in the region. I don't know. Let us know, Tony, when you can hear us. Go ahead. Go ahead and switch back to him. Let's see if we can see him. Tony, you hear us? What? You can't hear us? Do you have your microphone turned on? You can't hear him at all?
Oh, there's that static. Yeah, that's annoying.
Okay, I don't even hear it yet. So, okay, well, just tell him. Okay, go ahead and just come back to us then. If it's not gonna, okay, that's fine. I'll text him. Tony, we can't hear you, so just keep having fun. We'll check in with you guys occasionally. He's gonna try that. You don't hear him? Is he turned up? You don't hear him? He's not getting anything.
Hey, Chuck. Go
ahead, turn it up. Yes, now we can hear you.
Well, I'm using the wireless.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Can you see me though?
We can go ahead. Put him
Now
up.
there's no static for him.
Now there's no static. Of course not, because we're here now. Okay,
There
now.
you go.
Okay, so have the accordion player play us in. Just tell him to play
All
something
right.
in the background. Turn your gain down. Remember I showed you about gain the other day. So that's input 2.
Oh no.
That's. See, it's AM radio. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, perfect. Okay, and then thank you, Tony. Fade him down.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll come back to you in a few minutes. Okay.
Beautiful. Everybody, come on down. Big Frank's Sausage, East Chicago, Indiana, Roxanne neighborhood. We're having a good time here for Dingus Day. We got Chuck and Bob at the mothership right now. I guess I'm a serious broadcaster here, Chuck.
You're a serious journalist. You're a correspondent. You're a field correspondent doing the Lord's work in the field.
Oh, the other day when we were in the paper, it said radio personalities Chuck Pullen and Bob Starkey, and that's been something that I've been trying to get some mileage out of.
Is he turned up? Turn us up a little bit too.
Am I a personality now?
Well, not until you wear a giant pierogi. When you wear a giant costume, then you become a personality.
Oh, yeah.
That's the rule.
He keeps referring to Tony, but there's no.
Oh,
Tony.
I guess I understand.
Yeah. No. Hey, Chuck, your wife was just here.
Yeah, I know. She's not happy. She's like, I get here and then you leave. I go, well, that's that. Welcome to radio. That's how it rolls.
And now she's at the bar. She's
right.
She's not going to work, I guess.
Well, she's a government employee. They can show up with a few drinks in them. Okay. Well,
guys, it should be a national holiday, right? We should all get the day off.
Well, see, now this is what I contend, that you should be able to have like an audible. Like you should be able to say, hey, I'm Polish. I'm going to take Dingus Day off. In my case, I'd say, hey, I'm taking Columbus Day off. You should have an audible where you can pick one holiday and just tell your boss, hey, I'm taking this holiday. So, okay, well, thank you.
Hey, did you talk with Stan back there? Did you guys talk? You talked to Stan already, right?
Yeah, we talked to Stan. But all he did was he just gave us a brief history of Dingus Day.
That's good. That's what I was searching for, because we got to get some clarification.
But we're coming up on the 7 o'clock hour, so have him prepped to give it again on what Dingus Day is, how it started. It has something to do with a Polish king and Christianity and all sorts of amazing things. I guess I feel bad. Not Polish, but I'm supportive.
I know we don't have a camera on the street, but there's a giant sausage on the street right now, guiding folks into Big Frank's Sausage. So you're driving by and see a giant sausage, just follow it and come inside here. But you know what? We'll get some history and surprises along the way. We have Dave there, the great accordion player extraordinaire in the region nationwide. But we also got some maybe some ladies coming up late. I'll tease that. Some ladies coming up in the second hour here.
Oh, what? Here's my thing. I still have zero clue of what Dingus Day is. The ladies showing up. What can our viewers and listeners expect?
Well, you know what? These ladies, people love them. They go crazy for these ladies, and they're going to be here. And you know what? They know how to have a good time, Bob. If you know what I'm saying.
I bet.
Okay, so we'll check in with you again when they let us know when they get there. We'll check in with you like in 20 minutes or something.
What time is it right now?
It's 6:50, but make sure your phone's turned on.
Okay. And we'll have Stan, too, in the 7 o'clock, giving the history of Dingus Day.
And turn your gain down a little bit. I'll send you a text.
I'll try to figure that out, Chuck.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So we're back here in the studio. Thank you, Mr. Pierogi. Thank you, everybody out at Big Frank's.
You guys really were the problem.
Well, okay, so tell me. No, I fixed it before you left, and everybody said it sounds fine now, so I don't even know. Okay, so it's 6:50 in the region. Do we?
The best part about this is this started streaming 66 minutes ago.
Yeah, it seems like.
And we're going to get to real radio here in a few minutes because there's a lot to talk about in the world. Donald Trump went all sorts of crazy on the truths. Is that what it is? Are they called truths or the tweets?
The truths, right. So that becomes a question. I'm seeing a lot of concern even amongst his supporters. So we can't read the full tweet, the full truth.
No, because there's actual FCC violations.
Okay, so let me pull it up because we'll have to read. Okay, so there's people calling it, it's like the Daily Beast is calling it sleepless. Trump launches unhinged true social tirade after deranged Easter post.
If it wasn't spelled in a particular way, I would almost think that he had like voice to text on. It was just randomly ranting at 3 a.m. And I mean, I don't know. It certainly. So he later on this afternoon he has a press conference where he's going to talk about Iran and the big rescue that happened over the weekend. I'm hopeful that it's not a press conference about how we are putting any boots on the ground, putting any more assets than we already have going on. But honestly, at this point, who really knows what's going on with Iran?
So here was the original truth that started this. It says Tuesday will be power plant day and bridge day all wrapped up in one. In Iran, there will be nothing like it. Open the effing straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be Allah, President Donald J. Trump. So he is obviously not happy. So again, it's one of those things where he's almost acting like they attacked us. You know what I mean? He's like, he's like, well, you kind of started this, and he's mad that they've shot down several of our planes, and it's like, well, you kind of,
devil's advocate here for a second.
Okay.
What do you expect? You send planes over there.
Yeah,
they're going to try to shoot them down, which is why it's fantastic news that we had a. It sounds like, by all accounts, an amazing rescue over the weekend to get one of our service members that was behind enemy lines after, I believe, some type of fighter jet incident. But this is why we can't be cavalier about just sending. It's just our bomb and stuff, because bombs are always, right before we start sending people in there with planes and, tanks. And what do you think's going to happen?
Well, and then ultimately you have the boots on the ground argument, and will this become a 20-year quagmire, et cetera, et cetera. And that's, that's
you look at the trillion with a T that we've spent over there in the last, 20 years? How many?
Well, we've spent several trillion.
Imagine the roads
and the trains we could have built,
and just how. Hey, pay your taxes, guys.
Pay more taxes.
That's all we got to say.
Okay, why don't we? Lynette says we have some calls, so let's take some calls. Good morning, caller. You were on the air,
and so are we.
We sound fantastic.
Yeah, has the Big Frank laid out a plate of pierogies, kraut, and a nice big beer for you guys to get ready for?
The beer is flowing and the food is there. We're not, but it looks like we're watching it on the screen. It looks like a lot of fun. We had the typical WGOB. You could just put him up occasionally just to see what's going on in the background with him not even paying attention to us. But
yeah,
he said, "Well, you're on the air." But so Mr. Pierogi is back at Big Frank's. We're here at the studio. Half the people were complaining that we didn't, but we sounded staticky. The other half said we sounded great, so we decided we'll just come back to the studio and do it here. Luckily, we're right over the bridge. So, so there's a big crowd. Trucker Mike and Caller Mark, a lot of guys are out there. So I know, Walt, you're on the fence about whether to go out there. There's still time if you want to go out there and get some pierogi for breakfast.
Oh, it's you're not kidding. So you're serving pierogies at
yeah, they got all sorts of stuff.
They're serving food. The beer's flowing. Looks like they're having all kinds of food.
They got Polish. He's got what are the? I'm just feel
the
bad now.
punchkis?
Yes,
the punchkis. Yes.
I don't know any of the
okay, but so
Polish foods outside of pierogies, but they've got them all there.
Well,
so really, if you got a chance, swing on down to Big Frank's.
Do you like pierogies?
Oh, I do. It's yeah, I do.
what kind do you like? What is your favorite? Kraut or cheese or potato or
cheese
prune or what?
cheese or potato, or the combo of cheese and potato. That'll do it for me. Not a big kraut guy.
Oh, okay.
The disappointment in your voice, man. Oh, well.
See, no, I go the other way. I like the dessert pierogies. I like a nice cherry pierogi or blueberry. I'm more of like an after-dinner pierogi kind of guy.
Well,
like as a dessert.
I don't know that I've ever had an after-dinner pierogi.
You do like a whole flight of after-dinner pierogies. They have apricot and all sorts of flavors.
Oh, looks like Tony's trying to chime in here.
Can you guys?
We can hear you, Tony. Yeah, we're about
Perfect.
to.
You have to take a break first because I want to make sure we're on track.
Right. Yeah, so I say, why don't you? We'll come back to you after the break. We say hi to Walt. Walt's on the line.
Hey, Walt, how's it going? Where's Walt at? He should be at Big Frank's.
It sounded like he didn't believe us that there was a big shindig going on.
He was like quizzing us. He's like, "Are you really there? What's going on?" He wants to know. Ask him what the big favorite is this morning.
Savannah, give it one.
Hold on, he's talking to the customers here. Walt, if Walt comes down here, there's punchki for Walt. So Walt, get down here. I stunned Walt with silence.
Walt being speechless is something something new.
So it is 7 o'clock. So why don't we take a break? Walt, you work amongst yourself. You decide amongst yourself. You reflect to decide if you want to go down to Big Frank's. It looks like a lot of fun this morning. So we're going to go ahead and take a break. It is 7 o'clock.
Are they?
Go ahead, Walt.
Are they open today? Is Big Frank
yeah, he's open all day.
On a Monday?
You got to get on YouTube. He's sitting right there on the camera. He's
Yep, they got the whole place is packed.
Yeah, so he's got a full house.
Oh.
They're over there. They've got squirt guns and Pussy Willow, and they're having all kinds of fun.
Oh, that's right. It's Dingus Day.
Right. So, okay, but hey, appreciate the call, Walt. We got to take a break. So let's take a break. We'll be back with Mr. Pierogi at the top of the hour. We'll be back with more AM 1230, 104.7, beautiful Hammond, Indiana.
It's the simplest expression. The smallest thing that changes everything. A smile. So easy. A smile lights it up. Apologizes. And welcomes unconditionally. Because the shortest distance between two people is a smile.
Thank you.
Strachan Van Til, where making life easier starts with a smile.
Ogren Insurance, Hammond's oldest family-owned independent insurance agency, now in its third generation providing clients in the Chicago area with products from quality insurance companies to handle your every need. Regardless of driving history, Ogren Insurance can find the right coverage for you at competitive prices. To learn more about the insurance solutions and services we offer throughout Indiana, Illinois, and Michigan, call 219-933-0076 or visit our website, ogreninsurance.com. We're located at 6929 Homan Avenue in Hammond, Indiana. Do business locally with someone you know and trust.
When your home needs help, the last thing you need is a faceless corporation or sales-driven franchise. At Myers Companies, we've been proudly local since 1951, born and raised right here in Northwest Indiana. We're family-owned and operated, built on trust, hard work, and integrity. And because we're family, we treat you like family. Your comfort and safety always come first. For HVAC, plumbing, and electrical done right, choose Myers Companies. Local. Family owned. Here for your family.
For a fast and friendly car wash, go to Easy Clean Car Wash. Open 7 days a week in 4 convenient locations: Highland, Griffith, Cherville, and Lansing. Free vacuuming, air freshener, and a towel with every wash. It's fast, safe, and gentle. For more information and hours of all our locations, visit myeasyclean.com. Also, see how you can wash your car daily with our $10 Ultimate Wash for only $19.99 per month. Give your car the best clean at Easy Clean Car Wash.
I'm Jerry Williams. For over 35 years, I protected Lake County as a state trooper and interim police chief of Gary. This is my home, and keeping our community safe has been my life's work. I've dedicated my career to fighting crime. Now I'm running for sheriff to get the job done and deliver real results. As a crime fighter, not a politician, I'd be honored to have your vote. Paid for by the committee to elect Jerry Williams for sheriff.
Okay, it's 7 o'clock here in the region. We are back at the WGLB Mothership. Mr. Pierogi is live on location at Big Frank's. We're going to check in with him in just a minute. But let's take a quick look at traffic and weather. Traffic, everything looking good in the region. Looks like there may be something going on if you're heading up on Klein this morning. Looks like there may be something going on Klein Avenue south of the expressway. So let us know. It looks like there's some construction going on. Traffic may be heavy getting on and off the highway from Klein, but let us know what you see over there. Other than that, things looking good. Usual Bishop Ford into the Dan Ryan, a little bit of a slowdown. There's an accident on the right shoulder at 130th on the Bishop Ford. It has things a little slowed down into the merge, and then obviously the usual slowdown going into downtown. Other than that, things looking good. Just remember that long-term road work on the Bishop Ford is just it's tough. It's tough getting home at night, and we're going to have to deal with that for a while. So, Lynette, how's the weather?
Good morning, everyone. Today we're at 41 degrees with highs of 50 and lows of 30. It's going to be cool with periods of clouds and sunshine, then breezy in the afternoon. And then Tuesday we'll be having highs of 38 and lows of 35. It's going to be mostly cloudy and colder. Then Wednesday we'll be having highs of 65 and lows of 53. And it should be breezy with intervals of clouds and sunshine.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Let's send it back out to Big Frank. Mr. Pierogi's out there. Can you hear us?
Yes, Chuck, can you hear me?
You're still, yeah. Can you turn that gain down a little bit on that channel? He's just a little loud, but other than that, we're good. Hey, who's that behind you?
We got the Pope here.
The Pope?
Pope.
He just took his hat off, though. So
hey, Pope, Don, come here.
Doesn't count without the hat.
Right. Does he have an Aurelio's with him? Does
Putting
he
it back on. Putting it back on.
Can he?
He's not talking. He's just blessing us here.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, Dingus Day, yes.
This is John Paul the Pope.
Say, and love everyone, okay? That's all it is.
What a message. Love everyone here on Dingus Day.
Hey, look at, I see myself.
Well, he sounds fine, Tony. I think you just need to stop shouting. Just don't.
I just scream a lot. That's
dial back a little bit. You'll be good.
Pope gave a blessing, and we got a nun back there too. I don't know if you see the nun back there, but sister. She's gonna give a blessing.
Did she have her yardstick?
Everyone, and be nice to everyone. No fighting. Thank you.
You hear that, Chuck? No fighting.
Fantastic. Well, that's a good message. So, okay, we'll check back in with you. How is everybody having fun over there?
But you know what? They're having a great time. You can meet the Pope at Big Frank Sausage. How often can you say that, Chuck? You can meet the Pope at Big Frank Sausage.
He should. That should be the official Polish restaurant of the Pope. I mean, what's he going to do? Sue you?
He's a local guy here, just over the border.
We can just say he's been there. Why not?
Yeah, I invited him, but he's not a Packers fan, so I couldn't have him in.
Oh,
there you go. That's the problem. You know, Stan is a big Packers guy. Don't hold that against him, though, Bears fans. You know.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks. We'll check back in with you in about a half hour when the Bushes get there.
Well, wait.
Go ahead.
You want to give we got a rundown of Dingus Day right
now.
Yeah,
I would like to hear the history of Dingus.
Okay. So, Stan, for the 7 o'clock hour, the folks that are just joining us, we are live here at Big Frank Sausage in East Chicago, Indiana for Dingus Day. Come on down to Roxana neighborhood. But people are probably waking up wondering, geez, Dingus Day, what exactly is Dingus Day? Stan, what's it all about?
Okay, it is a Polish, kind of like a St. Patrick's Day. 966 A.D., Prince Mieszko became blessed or got baptized by the Pope, which created Poland to be in Christianity. And it's been celebrated the day after Easter. This is the first time in the region. We're having it at Big Frank's. I know it's popular in Buffalo and the eastern cities in Pennsylvania. But come on down. We got drink specials. We got the Pope. We got Mr. Pierogi. We got an accordion player. We got Punchki. Come on over. Great time. We're here till, 9 o'clock?
We're here till 9.
And then the Bushers are coming today, too?
About 7:30, the Bushas will be in. Or we'll see how many Bushas. But what's the history with the whole squirt gun pussy willow thing there? Because everybody's carrying them around here, around the equipment. Chuck, I'm sorry, but the equipment is soaked right now. So
that might explain the static then.
Right, or something like that.
So the squirting is the baptism of Poland. So we squirt you with water. And the pussy willows, to my knowledge, is they hit each other like a tease. The guys hit the women one day, and then the women hit the guys the next day.
There you have it. So we're not going to talk about tomorrow because we don't want to get hit. But if any ladies, I got to be careful. It is AM radio after all. But Chuck and Bob, I mean, historic. I think this is the first time we ever broadcasted or cross-broadcasted live from Big Frank's Sausage, and everybody's having a good time. You can see giant wiener behind Stan right there. There's punchki, as Stan mentioned, drink specials, food being served, so it's just a good all-around time. But who's ready for a Polish? Bob, have you ever seen anything like this before?
Never. I've completely blown away by. Well, honestly, that was the first time I've ever been to Big Frank's.
Really?
First time. That was Bob's first time at Big Frank.
All right. Congratulations, Bob. Now you can come at least once a week.
Once a week. You know, Stan will do this for you, Bob. Every day on Facebook, he has a day of the week. Chuck had many days of the week.
I was one of them about a month ago, and I just couldn't make it up there, and I was so disappointed because folks listening, if you're on Facebook, go follow him on Facebook. He posts it, I think daily, all the different foods, and they always look fantastic. I just hadn't made it up there on that day, and but I'm going to come back as soon as we're done here.
I think you should, Bob. We'll be here, of course. Come on down all morning long. As Stan referenced, it's 7:30, expecting some bushas, so of course we'll bring them on the air. They love to have a lot of fun, but you can't get any more I think this might be, correct me if I'm wrong, the earliest Dingus Day celebration, probably maybe in the globe.
This is my actual first Dingus Day.
First Dingus Day. A lot of people do it later in the day, but we're doing it here bright and early, kicking off things at 6 a.m. So we're breaking records here, Chuck and Bob.
Well, that's what we do here on WJOB. We break staticky records. So, okay, thank you so much. We'll check back in with you in a half hour.
7:30, guys.
7:30. You let us know. 20 minutes, as long as your phone works. Check your phone.
You know what? I'm not getting your calls. You have a Droid, though, Chuck.
I think you got me blocked.
I know I do.
Yeah. I mean, everybody does at this point.
Give Bob my number, because Bob's
I'll have Bob call you. Okay, so we'll check back in with you in 20 minutes. Okay.
Chuck, your Droid doesn't work in certain spots.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. See you later. Okay, let's get back to doing record. I just like watching. It's like fun. It's like we do radio, and then we just watch them back there. So, what else do we have to talk about today? So
we have, in addition to what we were right before the break, talking about the craziness of whatever Trump has been truthing out. I still, that's and again, I support the guy, but you can also, feel free to call him out when something weird happens. And really, that I don't know that I want to say the word unhinged, but wherever unhinged is on your list, one down from that is what I think that.
I wonder if part of this is that he sort of takes these things too personal. Like it's basically one of those things where when you're the leader, you can't. I'm trying to think of the way to describe this. Basically, he takes this as like personally, but it's like, well, you kind of started this, but then even when other people attack him, people on the left, whatever, he takes it so personally, it becomes like this vendetta kind of thing, right? And I mean, I think that's not a healthy approach when you're in a leadership role, to have sort of this like, oh, well, this, I'm gonna blow you up if you don't, it's like, I'm gonna blow you up if you don't work with us, It's like, well, we already did kind of blow you up. It's like, what,
And didn't we blow them up on, what was it, Operation Midnight something or other?
Fury or something.
I had thought, I mean, didn't they tell us that, hey, we got everything, and now all of a sudden there's more things.
Well, right, again, that's why we made that joke about mission accomplished, because that's what we do. We say mission accomplished, we got them, and then they start shooting down your fighter jets. It's like, well, maybe you didn't get them all. We still have this issue with the Strait of Hormuz, and so again, this idea that, well, we got them, mission accomplished, but not really. We still got to have. We might have boots on the ground. We might not. We don't know.
Did you see they had a man on the street things, and I apologies in advance on this. They were talking. They had a guy out there that was going around asking the protesters, hey, they're talking about the Straits of Hormuz, and they came back and they said, well, what about the gays of Hormuz?
Was this at spring break?
Yeah, and it was just hilarious watching some of these college kids literally trip over themselves in support of something that this guy truly just made up, that it was a play on words.
Right.
And that there doesn't have to be any type of a meaning behind their angst other than we have to be angsty about something.
Well, and it's always that fun time of year where, everybody likes to go down to spring break and interview the kids who are paying so much money to go to college, and they can't tell you, what century World War I took place in and who fought in World War II. But they're voters.
The other two stories that, if anybody wants to call in, if you are one of these, affected employees, though my guess is somewhere somebody probably down the line said, hey, let's not talk, too much to press, but we do have the two big lockouts going on right now. The one at BP, and then of course the NIPSCO lockout. All weekend long, you're seeing on any given day, there's a couple dozen gas leaks, a couple dozen power outages, all throughout NIPSCO land. But now every single time one was happening, we saw it really pronounced on the news. All the local media from here in South Bend, Mishawaka, Kokomo, out to Angola, and so you're seeing those now. And so if you're one of these employees impacted, give us a call. I know we had Vern on Friday to talk about. He's the vice president of 12775. He talked about where they're at and their position. Same as BP's. They're just waiting for the companies to bring them back in.
Right. Well, and again, even yesterday I drove past BP. There's still a lot of guys out there. Still a lot of support from people driving by, but it remains to be seen what the long-term ramifications of that are. I don't know. So does that guy behind you want to come on? Is that why you're hanging out? You're welcome to come on with us if you want. I feel like he wants to join us, but why don't do you want to take a call and then we'll go ahead. So good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter, but I'm not MAGA, but I have to point out the obvious. And that is that an F-bomb on social media one time is one thing. You have forgotten that the Democrats went through a period where they were motor-mouthing F-bombs, and they were standing on the steps of the Capitol building in F-bombing. I mean, they made a big deal about F-bombing. You remember those days? Not that long ago.
Well, it really felt like they were they were trying to be cool, like they were middle schoolers, and hey, mom's not here, so I get to say, these bad words. That's how I remember that going on. They thought it was, hey, we're gonna be hip and with it, and we're gonna say these adult words when we should have a little more couth.
But also though, Walt, the question becomes is that when you are the leader of the free world, is that really what you should be putting out on Easter? Shouldn't you be putting out, hey, we hope for peace and things like that? I mean, historically, that's sort of the message that your president puts out on a holiday like this is, happy Easter to my Christian friends and things like that. You don't put out, drop an F-bomb and say, I'm going to erase Iran if they don't cooperate by Tuesday. Right. I mean, I guess that's like this becomes one of those. Can't you take a day off from the rhetoric and just say happy Easter, and move on with your day?
Well, if you're dealing with the Ayatollahs who want to sling a nuclear tipped missile at us, and I don't think there's any doubt that that's where they were heading. I mean, I'm glad that finally, after 50 years of the Ayatollahs making war on the United States, dating back to the bombing of the Marine barracks in Lebanon, finally somebody's doing something about it. And it may not be pretty, but neither is war. War is hell. I mean, a Union general during the Civil War commented, war is hell. But he said something else. He said, and it's a good thing it is because we might grow too fond of war. And there are people who like war, and they love war. They love to participate in war.
Well,
we're talking about a very serious problem.
Is it that, or is it because we have an economy that's since World War II revolves around war, right? I mean, we have this war machine, we have this military-industrial complex that if we had peace, how would they justify the $1 trillion a year that we're spending if you didn't have a boogeyman? That becomes the other question.
Well, let's keep in mind the history, and that is First World War. That was on Democrat President Wilson. Second World War, President Roosevelt. Korea, President Truman. Vietnam, that was President Kennedy and Johnson. They stumbled us into that war. I take it personal because he sent those guys sent people like me to war with one of the most vicious enemies we've ever fought, with one arm and one leg tied behind our back, my back, and conceding all offensive initiative to the enemy. That's the record. That's a historical record, and I don't see Trump as a warmonger. He is repeatedly misrepresented. What he has said, repeatedly said, I'm not getting into a war that's endless, like in Vietnam, like in Korea, like in Afghanistan. It's his action. These have been more like military operations: hit and get out, and those are the facts.
Well, hey, appreciate the call, Walt. Somebody wants to say hi to you. Go ahead.
Hi, Walt.
Who am I talking to?
You're talking to Jed. Hey, I forgot.
Oh, Jed.
Donald Trump's misunderstood, kind of like Henry David Thoreau and Jesus Christ, right?
No, that's your interpretation.
Well, that's what they.
Well, I have a bone to pick with you. When the BP locked out the union, the first thing out of your mouth was, "That's because there's a Republican in the White House."
Oh, when did I say that?
You certainly did, and
well,
you
better find that. There's that situation, Walt, is so complex, but ultimately, British Petroleum has taken a hard line stance at going after the union. I cannot understand why they would do that at such a high level, where all of the other oil companies have settled with their unions, and British Petroleum is not going to accept that, and they're just going to go on their own. You have Governor Braun out there. I talked to him myself. I'm like, what's going on here, man? I mean, there's an element that I'm missing. I can usually understand the labor management strife. I don't get this one. I don't know why they're going at it so hard. I think that, basically because they can, but can they? I don't know. I don't know. When Braun was out there, going at the management of British Petroleum and telling them to get back to the table and, let's get fair about this. That was one of the more surprising things I've seen unfold here in a while in a public policy news cycle. So that's my thought about it.
It's bigger than that because they're Trump's advisor on trade and manufacturing wrote a letter to the editor that appeared in the Chicago Tribune and was also published in the local Post Tribune, basically telling the management of BP, hey, knock it off, get serious about negotiating. That is not what you implied. I said to you in response to, well, this is the reason they're being so hard-line is because of the Republican administration. I pointed out to you that I suspected that in part it's the fact that unions are not nearly as popular as they used to be. There was a time when
I get all that.
Employment,
I think these guys, it's Dingus Day. They got to move on. But at the very core, it's almost like a wildcat strike sometimes. Some local will just strike somewhere and just, be kind of, half-cocked about it. British Petroleum is having basically a wildcat lockout, and they've targeted the Calumet region at the exact same time that the owners of NIPSCO have targeted the Calumet region. And I'm telling you, I don't get it. I don't know what's happening to the.
I'm trying to explain it to you. Like, unions are not popular.
I got that part, but unions and men and women still have the right to collectively bargain to sell their labor.
Of course they do.
Yeah, and that is it seems like even Braun and the Trump side of it is even like, hey, dude, get back there. Let's keep this going. And it's not even a political thing. It's too
the
out
Republican governor of the state of Indiana did that.
It's two out of area companies that have come here to make money, and now they're meeting a workforce that is very qualified, but also wants to get a fair wage, and basically the same thing is unfolding on both sides. It's not, the world isn't political always, at least in my mind.
Well, and you said one thing right there that as people are driving and listening to this in their head, you said 2 out-of-state companies, and they're going to think, well, NIPSCO is an Indiana company, but I would argue that ever since NIPSCO turned to NIPSCO Industries, then turned to NiSource, and then NiSource bought Columbia Gas, and they've been attempting to outsource everything to Columbus, Ohio, that NIPSCO itself is less and less of an Indiana entity and more just some umbrella organization for the NiSource company. I just wanted to clarify that for folks that are listening to say, hey, this isn't the NIPSCO of the 80s and 90s. This is this is NiSource running a lot of this, and so just to clarify
thanks for
that.
the phone call, but I want to go further with that.
But here's the thing: we like to have nice, clean 20-minute segments. So let's do is let's take a break. We'll reset. We'll do traffic and weather, and we'll have a nice, clean 20-minute segment that we can play later.
When are you going for Dingus Day?
We just got back. We're having audio difficulties at Big
we were there for the first 45
so
minutes.
we've got it was not a disaster. She said it was staticky.
Why didn't you guys just call me? I would have came in and just kept it.
It's fine.
You know what I did? I cleaned the kitchen in silence. I could have came here and been in silence.
We figured you had to go to yoga or something. But let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more. We've got people all over the place. We'll be back with more after this.
From the gas in your car to the heat in your home and the roads that you drive on, our work powers daily life. We are USW Local 71, the proud men and women of the Whiting Refinery. We're not just refinery workers. We're your friends and neighbors, raising our families here, shopping in the same stores, and cheering in the same stands. USW Local 71, powering the region because we are the region.
It's gold rush time at Albert's. Oh, looky here. Oh, those are going to fetch a pretty penny.
Who's going to buy them from us?
I'll buy that gold from you. What did you say?
I said I'll buy that gold from you, and I'll give you top dollar.
That sounds great.
It's gold rush time. We will see you at Albert's.
For over 140 years, the Central Midwest Carpenters have built our communities in Northwest Indiana. Are you ready to join the effort? We have long-term work, competitive pay, and the best benefits in the industry. We pride ourselves on innovative training and commitment to worksite safety. Earn as you learn as an apprentice. A solid career built on a solid legacy. For more info, go to carpenters.com.
Are you searching for a college where you belong? Calumet College of St. Joseph wants to know you and give you the support you need to succeed. Are you worried about how you'll pay for your degree? 95% of our students receive financial aid, including scholarships and grants. Need some extra help with your classes? You'll benefit from our small class sizes, free tutoring, internship planning, faculty mentors, and so much more. Come experience our accepting, supportive college family for yourself. Schedule your campus visit and apply at ccsj.edu.
It's 7:28 in the region. Let's take a quick look at traffic and weather.
All right, let's grade them. Let's grade his traffic.
Okay, so traffic, everything is moving along well in Indiana, 80, 94, 65, Skyway Toll Road. The only thing that I am seeing is there is construction on Klein Avenue, south of the expressway. If you are out that way and you can tell us how traffic is getting on and off the expressway, let us know. CTA 219-845-1100. Looking at Illinois, there was an earlier accident that's on the shoulder, Bishop Ford at 130th. Things on the Bishop Ford looking good. Traffic gets a little dicey once you hit the merge into downtown on the Dan Ryan. Other than that, things looking good if you're heading out to the airports. Nothing much to report there. Lynette, how is the weather?
Good morning, everyone. Today we're at 43 degrees with highs of 50 and lows of 30. It's going to be cool with periods of clouds and sunshine, then breezy in the afternoon. Tomorrow and Tuesday we'll be having highs of 38 and lows of 35. It's going to be mostly cloudy and colder. And then on Wednesday we'll be having highs of 65 and lows of 53. And it should be breezy with intervals of clouds and sunshine.
How was that?
You guys did pretty well.
Thank you. We're a good team here.
No, but I did chastise you during the break.
Right.
I just want everybody to know. Remote.
I just want everybody to know this was not my idea.
Remote broadcasts. When Chuck said I want to do a remote broadcast, you know what I said? And I love Big Frank's, but we are at a technological availability where Big Frank could have taken his, Stan Stefanski could have taken his laptop, put himself on it, Riverside, and Lynette could have brought him in, and we could have talked easily about what Dingus Day means and all that. I think that remote broadcasts are a thing of the past.
Oh.
We do 1,000 remote broadcasts
Right.
a year and doing games, but actually going out and doing the show somewhere, I think that's just gone by. Man.
Okay, well, lesson learned. So we've got Mr. Pierogi out at Big Frank's. We'll
Is
check
he
in
there
with
waiting
him.
for us right
well,
now?
he's not there. We'll wait for the Bushes will be there. We'll check in with him again in a few minutes. But in the meantime, we're taking your calls, 219-845-1100. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning. I see Head Dingus is there. Jed, how you like your Head Dingus cap?
Did you guys, did you see this meme he did of me?
Yeah.
I mean, and my feelings are hurt. Did you send it to Lynette so she could post it or no? I'll send it to her, all right? But,
It's pretty good.
When, sometimes I get my feelings hurt, and, it's Monday morning. It's Easter.
He's very sensitive.
I'm very sensitive. There you go, Lynette. Put
Yet
that on there.
approachable.
Head Dingus. I'm not sure what that means, but I know what it implies. Hey, I got to tell you something, MX.
Head Dingus. Huh?
I'm Head Dingus. We'll leave it at that, but I got to tell you something.
And there's Dingus 1 and Dingus 2. But what I want to say is, what Trump is taking another page out of the patent handbook. If you watch the video, or Google HAL, what HAL looks like, and watch the video what Patton said. Patton said in his speech, his victory speech, when he flew over Nova Scotia, it wasn't like what HAL looked like, what they did to Germany, his 3rd Army and the 8th Infantry. So if you guys study history, Trump took another page out of Patton's book. And when Trump said, and then that got Kuciak all upset, was about the alive soldiers. He's for the soldiers. How about the soldiers that live? And Kuciak took that wrong, and that's another page out of Patton's book that Trump took. And then when he hired Mattis, he said he's another Patton, but Mattis was a mistake. So Trump is probably doing what Patton did, and if you just Google the video. But
all right, Trump
that's
equals
what I gotta
Patton.
say, and
hold on a second. MX, Trump equal Patton.
I'm the best Patton ever. I'm so much better than Patton.
And then
ask anybody.
Walt is Trump is misunderstood, which is usually used for Henry David Thoreau and Jesus Christ. But so I get it that you're supporting what the president is doing, but what is it doing to the regular working person who's going to pay $4.17 on average a gallon today? I mean, and then the specter of losing daycare, Medicaid, and Medicare. I mean,
Jed,
America. Here's what's happening. There's about a third of you that are diehard, dyed red Republican MAGA supporters, and that's all that's left. Because about 10 to 15, 17% of people have left that. Yesterday I was listening to clips from Alex Jones, from Megyn Kelly, from a number of hardcore conservative talk show hosts and podcasters. And, man, are they turning on Trump quick. And I'm like, this is our president. We have to support him during wartime. But some of these guys, Alex Jones, like, Trump's done. I'm done. I'm moving on. I'm like, Alex Jones? Jesus. So
Jed,
that's what's happening.
Remember when Biden was there and it was $5.50 and everybody says that presidents don't set the price of gas? How come we ain't using that argument right now that presidents have nothing to do with fuel? And another thing is, we don't use that argument. That's what the Democrats did. And another thing, in all these polls that you talk about, I never got to vote on it. Like the poll over there at Briar East Woods, I never got to vote on it.
Yeah, well, you would just lie because you keep telling me you got 14-inch biceps, and I know it's not true. Hey,
not even that anymore.
I know that. All right, I'll see you. Bye.
Hey, enjoy your dingus hat, will you?
If you guys are watching on YouTube, that's embarrassing.
And remember Patton. If it wasn't for Patton, we wouldn't be here today. So Chuck, you know what?
Hey, we're done. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the call. Hey,
what did you want to talk about this morning?
I just wanted to say hi to you guys, and I laughed when you said you were doing a remote broadcast. I'm like,
yeah.
But I think we have to go through that. It's a learning process, right?
Well, and again, I thought, we are basically doing the Riverside thing. We're doing a Zoom, but, we had some static on the line, so we came back home. We're doing it from the mothership. It's fine. We'll check in with Tony Panic and the Butchers.
I think we need to check in with him. He sent me a text. It looks like he's sitting down. Looks like he's ready to go.
So Can you get that head dingus thing off the table? Hey, there's head dingus right now.
We got to turn. Is he turned up? Hang on.
Hey, go ahead. I love doing remotes. Go ahead.
There we go.
Tony, do me a favor.
Call us.
Don't hang on, Tony. On Mr. Pierogi on Zoom, on your left, on Zoom, mute the microphone and then unmute it. Hit the mute on the left. No, on the Zoom, on the left.
This
hit
is
the mute
outstanding
button.
Radio, by the way.
Hit the button here. No, on the laptop.
Hey,
on the
here's
laptop,
what he does.
The laptop,
mute
hit
it.
mute.
No, here's what he does.
And then
mute
unmute
it and call us on his phone.
Hang on, he's gonna.
That's what you do.
Hit the mute.
Hey, Tony, what happened to your voice? Are you underwater?
He's the voice and face of the region.
On Zoom, on the bottom
It's
left, there's a
not
picture of a
working.
microphone. Click on mute, and then mute it, and then unmute it. So mute yourself, and then unmute yourself. Now,
What is it like on Artemis 2 right now?
okay, on the microphone, switch sources. Switch to the laptop, and then switch back. Switch off of back where you were, that microphone icon.
Hey, Tony, like on the internet? Hey,
switch
rub
to
your head
USB,
pat your
and then
tummy.
switch back to Black Magic.
Rub your head and pat your tummy.
You've got a giant sausage next to you.
Where on the settings of the Zoom, switch the microphone
It's not
to
going to work,
USB,
Chuck.
and then
Sorry.
switch back to Black
You're going
Magic.
to troubleshoot on
Yeah, no, I know exactly
morning
what's wrong.
show.
I can
That's
hear it.
beautiful.
I can
That
hear
was the
what's wrong.
first 45 minutes.
Hey, listen. All right. Here's the thing.
Just leave 'em open.
Adriana
This will be
and
good.
Lynette and Joe are the producers.
Okay,
and
can
they
you hear
are
him?
able to call.
Did you
and-
switch back to Black Magic?
I switched back.
See, there it goes. I fixed it.
There we go. We fixed it. Hey, we're coming live from Big Frank's Sausage here in East Chicago. How's everybody doing over there? They're having a good time. We got special guests. We got Larry the K right here. Larry,
Just behave yourself.
come over here, Larry. Hold on. He wants to wish everybody a happy Dingus Day. He knows we're on the radio. He's a professional. But we got Larry the K here. Chuck and Bob in the
You hear the
studio.
static? He says it's staticky.
Who says it?
Well, everybody said it was staticky.
Yeah. Hey.
Is this thing live?
We're
from
live.
Artemis 2 in East Chicago, Roxana. It's Dingus Day.
Is that Jerry Garcia?
Keep hearing Jim Deedlow.
Is that Jerry Garcia? Oh, that's Larry the K. Hey,
Give him some headphones. Give him a
some
headset.
headphones. He can't hear me.
He can hear.
There you go. Larry the K, can you hear me?
Yes.
You're making a lot of friends when you come on the air.
Based East Chicago.
Hey, you're making a lot of friends when you come on the air, by the way.
Yeah, how was your hate text coming in? Bob and Chuck told me it took about 48 hours.
Yeah, they were coming to my phone while you were on the air, which is really a testament to your ability to rouse people up.
Let me just say one thing. Of all my years of
I
doing,
apologize to you, Jim. I hope I didn't interrupt your breakfast.
No,
Larry, of all the time I've been on the radio, I never got feedback from a congressman so quickly than when you were on the radio with us.
Oh, you got it. I got it the next day on the South Shore from the congressman. There we go. The king, ladies and gentlemen, the king.
Oh my gosh.
The one who hired Mr. Pierogi is here, Jim. Would you like to speak with him here?
Are they taking shots already?
Oh yeah, no, it started at 6.
Shots.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know what you can see here, but
Switch to camera 2. Switch to camera 2. Tony, put up camera 2.
He's got the holy water squirt gun.
This is going to take a while.
Tony, punch up camera 2.
Hey, Tony, are you there?
Camera 2, Tony.
He hocked it at
Larry,
Pawn
can you
Stars.
put on camera 2 for us?
Camera 2?
Camera
2, where are you, camera 2?
There we go.
There's
Turn, tilt it a little bit. It's the other way. There we go. See,
now
there's the
tilt it a little
Pope.
bit because somebody's in
The
the
Pope with a pussy willow.
There's Trucker Michael over there. You can.
It's a tree and a flower, Jed.
Fantastic.
It's okay.
Yes,
Wow,
again, live here from East Chicago, Indiana, the Roxana neighborhood. Big Frank Sausage, yes, and Pope Leo is here, ladies and gentlemen.
He looks more like Pope
Leo
John.
is
May he
here.
rest in peace.
Yeah, can we talk to
we
Pope
have Mike
Leo
the
or
trucker
what?
here. We have Mark Fetzko. We have the accordion player, whose name eludes me at the moment. Kegs Hagee is here. Fetzko, Ron Kotzo, Jill Verbich. Folks, it's a veritable who's who
put camera 1 back
of
up.
the region here, and the only one missing is Jim Deedlow.
Yeah, where are you at this morning?
I was on my way there, but I heard a little scratchiness on the radio, so I thought I would stop in. Sorry,
Those were
Larry.
just your old vinyl records. There are no problems. Come back to Big
sound
Frank
fine now.
Sausage
It
for
sounds
Dingus Day.
I was literally on my way down there.
The pierogi thing. I think I'm just going to take it over here.
Yeah. Hey,
You can't take it over. Larry the K, everybody. Also, Chuck, Bob, and Jed, we got a first timer at Big Frank's. It's her birthday. It's Dingus Day. We got Cheryl. Cheryl, come here for a second. She's a teacher in Chicago. Got the day off the day after Easter, but it's her first time here. She saw it online. She had to be here for her birthday kickoff and Dingus Day. Cheryl, first time here.
It is. I am so excited. This is amazing. It's exceeding all of my dreams.
All of her dreams, guys.
See, that's what we're all about. We're about exceeding dreams.
she can't hear you.
She can't hear. Well, you're right.
Oh, hold on.
Just give her the headphones.
There you go. There you go.
Talking to the mothership right now, but
Now be careful with that
exceeding
drink.
dreams, what we like to do
Don't
at
put it on
Big
my
Frank.
laptop.
I've already seen my microphone fall
Yeah, the
twice.
microphone's falling. There's drinks in my
Yeah,
laptop.
Bob, I don't think that works anymore.
So I
but-
said
Yeah,
that's
there's going
what
to be an
the-
invoice. That's the good one. The
W-
one good mic of WJOB.
That will get you a new one, I'm sure of.
Okay, so that's what WJLB is all about, is making dreams come true. So I'm glad we can do that. Is it Cheryl you said? So
Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl, where are you from, Cheryl? Where are you from, Cheryl?
Definitely got to try the pierogi because, that's one of my favorite food groups. I am from the south side of Chicago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Happy birthday.
Where in the South Side?
Dingus Day is trying to make a comeback over there in Chicago, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm starting to see events. They have a huge event in Edison Park, a crawl. They have one in Bolingbrook, and I think that Chicagoland is trying to embrace the dingus, which is amazing.
Embrace the dingus, guys. Embrace the dingus.
What does dingus mean to you, Cheryl?
I'm not sure yet. I'm hoping to find out after today.
I love it.
Tony, hit her with the squirt guns. Well, happy Dingus Day.
She's got a squirt gun on her. Oh, by the way, the equipment is soaked. So we should probably get more equipment because it's all.
We should have put some rain gear on that stuff.
Cheryl is going to knock that Coke over any second she has, although I don't think it's Diet Coke. But it's going to go right on to Chuck's $2,000
Everything
mixing
just
board.
goes purple.
Hey, what do they have to eat?
They already give me a shot of blackberry brandy.
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie. So there's, yeah.
Are you having digestive
problems? Frank sausage. There's still time to get down here. I know we got some bushas coming up here very soon. I know, Jed, you're a big fan of the bushas. So, again, the celebration continues here at Big Frank Sausage.
There you go. Hey, Tony, Is
Mr. Pierogi.
I'm sorry,
Pierogi.
Mr. Pierogi.
Okay.
Hey, is there any food?
There is food. The grills are fired up.
Ask him.
I bet you're a real winner with Santa Claus. Hey, Joe!
Is there anything gluten-free down there?
Free punchki.
Is there any gluten-free food? Gluten-free pierogi. Gluten-free.
He
Let's
makes.
not give Stan a heart attack on the air here.
Hey, Pierogi man, Mr. Pierogi. Sorry,
Thank you.
You're from that neighborhood. Just so everybody understands, it's not. Is that in Roxana or is that in Frogsville?
It's in Roxana. Frogsville's right across the street there. So
it's on the north side.
Right across
That's
the street.
it's Roxana.
my great grandmother grew up right across, or she lived there for I think 75 years.
I love Big Frank sausage. Oh no! Wait, guys.
Who's coming?
I think we got some visitors here. Keep it live on the air. There they are. Here they come. We got the Bushkas, everybody.
It's ice. Why is ice there?
I'm sorry.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
see here. Come on in. Gather around behind me, Bushkas.
Put up camera 2.
It's the
Put
Bushas.
up camera 2 so you can see what's going on.
This is gonna take forever for.
No galoshes. Nowhere to park, and I didn't even have my cup of coffee yet. And they stopped.
Thank you for coming.
Oh,
Put up camera 2. Put up camera 2. Oh, that's not 2. 2 there. Oh, that okay. Never mind. Just leave that up, I guess. That's
Leave on
fine.
that one there. But
Have somebody
here
pan
they are.
up a little bit.
Ladies, happy Dingus Day.
happy Dingus. Happy Dingus Day.
You want to serenade us with the song here?
Should we sing Stola? It's a little early, but we could do it. Okay, we could do it. 2, 3. Stola, Stola, yeah, she and now. Stola, Stola, yeah, she and now. Stola, Stola, yeah, she and now. Stola, Stola, as we drink a lot.
There you go. What's in those mugs?
And they say white people have no culture.
Just coffee, just coffee. It might be filled with Yeji here soon enough, but we have Chuck, Bob, and Jed in the studio. I know you have any words for Jed, Jim Dietlow, right now?
Oh, good morning, Jim. How are you? Good morning, Jimmy. How you doing? Yes, Nasha.
Good morning, Jimmy.
You know, Tony, could you tell them I'm doing great, but that I would be doing a lot better if I could see those white ankle socks and those white tennis shoes or folded over. Yeah, and those beautiful
Frank
calves.
wants to see your ankle socks. I don't think you have an ankle sock.
Early for that.
Oh, look at they're showing leg.
There you go. All right, I feel better now. I don't know what it is about
How
that.
about that in the morning?
I could go right there.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. All the way up the leg. It's just awesome.
Don't tell Alexis.
No, the Mexican Americans would not wear that.
We'll do a selfie. We're gonna do a live selfie if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, that works.
Get in there, everybody.
Anything? Oh, there you go. Look at them. Now you're gonna post it. That's beautiful.
I'm gonna post this. I'll follow the Mr. Pierogi fan page, Mr. Pierogi on Facebook. But Jim, I know you're probably cutting out soon. Come on down to Big Frank Sausage here.
I was on my way, but I thought it had been canceled. I'm so glad that you fixed it. Hey, can you tell the Bushas that I love them and that I will see them, okay?
Jim says he loves you and he'll see you.
Okay, it only take him a few minutes to come down the boulevard unless he gets stuck by a train.
Then we can go out there and stop the traffic while he walks across.
And find a place to park, we can pick you up.
There you have it.
That might be quicker. Might be quicker.
Busha Uber. Yeah,
yes, Busha Uber.
Busha.
Hey, Tony, can I ask you a serious question? What does Big Frank's mean to the Polish community in that area?
Oh man, it's huge. You know, there's very few Polish establishments around anymore. Big Frank's being one of them, and to have them here in Roxanne neighborhood of East Chicago, it's a great thing. Not just because I'm in walking distance, but for the community. We got Jill standing in the background here, but you know, so many places closed down. So places like this keep the Polish heritage alive and going. So again, if you've never been, first timer Cheryl here, she'll be back, I know. So again, Roxanne neighborhood of East Chicago, and just a great food, right, Jim? You had it before. A fantastic pierogi, sausage, and not just Polish food. They do a little bit of everything. And somebody's got a menu back there, I think. But David back there. But yeah, it just means so much.
And for the gluten-free people that we asked at, Stan makes a cabbage and noodles, and they're gluten-free noodles, believe it or not.
Wow.
So it's actually, it'll work in your favor. All right,
very
man.
healthy over here at Big Frank, so it's all about health.
Go find the coffee.
We're going to go find the coffee. So the Bouchas are here.
Okay.
And meet the Bouchas.
You stay tuned. Keep my equipment dry. We'll check in with you another half hour or so. We'll check in with you in the 8 o'clock hour.
Hit me back up in the 8 o'clock hour there, Chuck.
You got it. Thank you, guys. Okay.
Bye, Cheryl.
Have a good. Okay. See, this is fun, right? We're here. That's like, were you
Hey,
here?
go to camera 2.
Go to camera 2. Like,
unmute it.
He's
Unmute
doing
it.
He's doing it. He's doing it. You can hear you.
Jeez.
So last week, we tell Lynette, I go, hey, we're going to do this remote. Do you want to come with us? She goes, no. No. I said, we'll get another producer and you can come with us and be on. She's like, no, I'll stay here. And now I don't blame her. But this is fun, the way we're doing this, right?
Yeah,
This is fun. See, you're right. Okay, lesson learned.
All right, one quick one. The sheriff's race.
Okay.
You know, I read
Chuck,
it.
you came out the gate pretty quick with your
I just hope that
prediction.
everybody had a good time. Yeah.
And that their team wins.
And that, go team.
Yeah, go team.
Right.
Wait, so
the yard signs, I've been seeing the yard signs pop up everywhere. I always say yard signs don't vote, but they help tell a story. And we were driving around putting up a few in Dyer this weekend. But it's been interesting to see where, Gore seems to have North County, Florida seems to have South County, so it'll be interesting to see which team shows up and scores more points.
All right, we're going to have primary night coverage. Are you on that? You are now. Lynette will be here.
Who's doing that?
It is Kevin Pastrick is leading it.
Fantastic.
We were hoping that anybody is basically welcome. I think more and more, a lot of the elected officials and authorities in this, I'm trying to get them to Riverside or Zoom in so that we can get them in and out.
And a lot of these guys have their own little celebratory, ballot counting parties.
Some people have podcast studios that they can join us from their podcast studio, for instance, and we could try that. I think it's a good idea.
Well, I think that is, I guess to some extent, Chuck, we haven't had this conversation, but we will, and I think Starkey can now come into our circle of trust, and we'll look at.
Are you in?
Yeah,
or are you out?
Yeah. We will try to analyze what exactly is happening with the media and what exactly is happening and what is the most effective. And there's a lot of really big changes going on. Did you see in Indy they fired that whole new staff? And then now they're trying. Nextstar is trying to fire the other one, the number one, and fire all the journalists in Indy. And remember, your buddy got fired from the radio
Rob
station.
Kendall, right?
I mean, totally like local media getting wiped off the map in Indianapolis. And you would think, gosh, that portends poorly. It portends poorly for the traditional media that have a huge nut they got to pay every month. It is perfect for the smaller adapting media that is going on. Fragmented media right now is the big word. And what I'm seeing in the sheriff's race is that for 20 years it was, buy Facebook ads, buy, do a little TikTok video, but you got to watch out so it's not political or they will ban you. And you have, all social media. The first social media president, Barack Obama, he won in 2007 because he got it, right? And now, you're seeing all this stuff on social media. And what has happened, Chuck, if you talk to the real, the folks that will talk to you, is that it has kind of switched and that local media can now do all the stuff that only Facebook and only Google and only TikTok could do 5 years ago
So
or 3 years ago.
The boss is telling us we got to take a break. But so this goes back to the discussion you and I had for a long time.
I thought he was about to fire us.
Remember that there is, even like the WJOB name, there is that legitimacy. There's 100 years of legitimacy in the region that comes with that name.
But it has not been prominent for 20 years, and I get that. And so what has happened?
History is cyclical.
Let me tell you a story right here.
Go
Republican guy. I'm like, why are you buying? It's just a remote dude buying some political ads for something or some. Last time I'm like, why are you doing that? He goes, well, we've analyzed the numbers, and you guys get the best bang for the buck. And I'm like, well, why don't you tell other candidates and other PACs that? He goes, I'm not telling anybody.
Yeah, what are you, nuts?
He's like, what are you, nuts? I'm not telling anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not. As a matter of fact, I'm withdrawing my comment. And then he's like, all right, I got to go. And I'm like, all right, finally I got him on the. And he goes, here's the thing. He goes, we figure half of the people who listen to you vote. And
we have the smartest audience.
Yeah, he goes, yeah, half the people
The
or
engaged
more,
audience,
more than
yes.
half of the people that listen to you. And then these numbers are surprisingly high, especially when I'm on, Chuck. And then
must be Dabberton show. Old T-Dab's pulling in the numbers.
Anyway,
from Florida.
Oh, no, it's Brent Brazier, I thought.
Oh, yeah.
But so what has happened, and I think it's playing out in the sheriff's race, is that the fragmented local media is starting to gain traction after losing for 20 years. And then some of the people who went to college 5-10 years ago or 3 years ago, they all learned what you're supposed to do and only do digital marketing. And we do digital marketing, but we do a whole lot more. And the local media around the country, the ones that were able to survive, it's like a restaurant that made it through COVID. Now they're stronger than ever, right?
Right.
Well, the same thing with local media. And what you're seeing in the sheriff's race is you're seeing, I think, 5-10 years ago, like, oh, we're all a social media, we're going to get elected on social media. It doesn't work that way. People don't even trust social media. So they want to see you at their potluck dinners. They want to see you on, local media. They want you talking to the local newspaper. They want you to build that trust. That trust factor with the social media is just kind of doesn't exist.
What social media will do is there was a study at some point that said you have to see someone's name like 7 to 11
three times to remember them.
Well, to remember, but to take action on them. And so social media with that just builds name ID, but nobody trusts social media anymore because especially with AI being so AI has been around for a while, but now the fact that it's in everyone's hands and you can do just about anything with it, there's a lack of trust on social media. So now all of these candidates, they have to basically throw everything at the wall and just see what sticks. So yeah, they're still on social media. If they're verified. I don't mean blue check, but you have to be verified to run political ads on Meta, Facebook, Instagram. So if they've got that ability, everybody still doom scrolls. So they're seeing this, but when you come on something like this or any of that other local media, you're getting that raw, unfiltered version of the person.
Well, you see,
and I think that's what people are connecting with.
So really, what's playing out there, Chuck, is what a couple of marketers pointed out to me like 3-6 months ago. They're like, Jed, the pivot to local is real. And that local media who is benefiting more from AI in any business, right? Every business is. But local media is benefiting more than anybody because now we're on the same plane as the people who have been usurping our audiences for a generation. It's kind of cool. I'm so excited that AI is coming because now we could do what they do, which is follow everybody wherever they go, right? I think you want a break, right?
Yeah, no, I would like to take a break. So why don't we take a break? We'll reset. We'll do traffic and weather.
Sorry to interrupt your radio break, Chuck. Content.
Look, I got to do it.
Dingus Day. Happy Dingus Day.
We'll check in with Mr. Pierogi at Big Frank's in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll be back with more after this.
Give Lynette a raise.
Planting a tree, installing a fence, whether your project is big or small, NIPSCO reminds you to know what's below and contact 811 at least 2 full business days before doing any digging so that utility companies can mark the location of their underground lines. Contacting 811 is free and it's the law. Avoid possible penalties, costly repairs, or injuries. DIY or a pro, safety is in your hands. Every dig, every time.
If you're thinking of finishing your basement, installing outdoor security cameras, or your business has plans to break ground on a new project in 2024, Powering Indiana, Lake County is your source for the region's best electricians. With IBEW, Local 697 electricians, you're choosing the highest level of safety and reliability. Visit poweringindiana.org today and ensure your project is in the hands of skilled professionals.
Before Notre Dame Federal Credit Union, we were being charged various maintenance fees and various check writing fees for all of our accounts. And with Notre Dame, we don't have that. We have that true community partnership. We get interest based on all of our parish and school accounts, and the interest rate is really second to none.
Have you ever considered becoming an iron worker? Local 395 is now accepting applications for their apprenticeship program. Go to ironworkers395.com. Look under the training section, click on apprenticeship, and scroll down to the application. You must be 18 years old, have a high school diploma or GED, and you must be physically able to perform the work of the trade. Find out more by calling the apprenticeship school in Lake Station at 219-962-7675 or visit ironworkers395.com.
Fishing for a seafood meal without the stress or mess of cooking? Leave the work to the Strachan Van Til Seafood Department. For just $1 extra per pound, we'll fry, grill, or steam your fish with your choice of 3 kinds of breading. Try our fish and seafood dinners. Each includes a half pound each of seafood and fries, and a quarter pound of coleslaw. Want the freshest catch in town? Reel in the fish and seafood selections from your local Strachan Van Til.
You need.
Sorry, my bad.
I was watching for the cue. I'm like, she's not going to do us like that, and then she did us like that.
What an ugly shirt.
What?
Is you hear Lynette over there? What an ugly shirt, dude.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to tell you.
Her voice was deeper, but I saw it. It's that American Sign Language.
I bought that today. I bought this for Dingus Day.
Yeah, well, if you wanted to look like my uncle Charlie would do when he was trying to dress funny, that's what you look like today. You look like a dingus.
That's what I was going for, because it is Dingus Day here on WJOB. We've got Mr. Pierogi out at Big Frank's. They're celebrating Dingus Day. We'll check in with them in a little bit. But first, let's take a look at traffic and weather. Traffic here in the region looking good. 80, 94, 65, Skyway Toll Road, all looking good. There's some slowdowns on Klein Avenue. My wife had texted me earlier, said there's an accident. There was an accident at Klein at 30, had things slowed down. So
how's she doing?
She was upset. She came all the way up here to go to Dingus Day. I said, never mind, we're going back to the studio. So she's like, well, okay, I'll just go to work, I guess. In Illinois, Bishop Ford into the Dan Ryan looking good. Dan Ryan on in is especially heavy today. And remember, you got that long-term construction on the Bishop Ford is going to have things slow down. Very painful commute on the way home in the afternoons thanks to that. So hopefully that's not a long – it's going to be there for a while. I think it's going to be there most of the summer, so that'll be fun. Other than that, things looking good in Illinois. If you're heading out to the airports, everything else looking good. How's the weather?
Good morning, everyone. Today we're at 44 degrees with highs of 50 and lows of 30. It's going to be cool with periods of clouds and sunshine, then breezy this afternoon. And then Tuesday we'll be having highs of 38 and lows of 35. Should be mostly cloudy and colder. And then Wednesday we'll be having highs of 65 and lows of 53. Should be breezy with intervals of clouds and sunshine.
Fantastic. So is there anything else that you wanted to hit? Is there anything else on your mind this morning?
Well, we didn't get your comments about how...
Yeah, about the sheriff's race.
So one of the things that I always
remind people who's running.
Go ahead. Do you have the list in front of you? Because I don't.
All right. Who's on the Republican side?
Who's on first? Okay.
Dave Crane's the only one on the Republican side.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, and so one of the things that I always say is that I always enjoy a good race because we don't have enough good races. Here in Lake County, historically, we had these situations where the same couple of people would trade jobs, every 8 years, and that was sort of the trend. And so this idea that you have a full slate of qualified candidates is always a step in the right direction, because I think for a lot of people, that's what turns them off is, especially you go, so like say, for instance, you're a Democrat in South County. There's really, if there's uncontested primaries, why do you even show up, or vice versa? You're
So
Republican.
for sheriff, for Democrat, you've got Edward Jenkins, Steve Flores, Jason Gore, Jerry Williams, Maria, I'm going to butcher that last name.
Trajkovic?
Yes. And Jack John Gregory Sanchez.
So again, you have a full slate of qualified candidates, which gives people a reason to go to the voting booth. So we talk about having 12 and 15% voter turnout here in the region. It's because you don't have enough good contested races in the primary. And it's nice to see a race like this where you have a good slate of candidates. That's where I'd say.
I don't know. There are certain races on the municipal level, for example, clerk treasurer race. There's nothing exciting about that. But oftentimes there's some contested ones. And I look here, one that I'm interested in is the Lake County auditor's race. On the Democrat side. On the Republican side, I think they have someone for every spot, but I don't think there's any challenges there. But on the Democrat side, you've got 3 people who are, going after that auditor spot.
Name it.
So we've got Sandra Ford, Gina's running again, and then Peggy Katona's running. So
Gina Pimentel is up against Peggy Katona?
Yes. And that's why I say, ostensibly the auditor's race, there's nothing exciting about that race. So if you get a good person in there who's small business minded and runs it like a business, that's all residents and voters can really expect out of the auditor's office. But to have some of these bigger names come up for the spot, and maybe it's just because I'm a politico and I like local politics, but those are some big names.
But to me, that also becomes an issue when you're trying to push another school referendum and you have uncontested races. You really don't have a reason to turn out, and then you have a school referendum on the bottom of that ballot. It makes it a lot easier to push that through if you have your people on there, and a lot of people aren't interested in coming out. So again, that's one of my issues with putting a referendum sort of out there by itself, because it's really easy to manipulate.
Well, and so speaking of down ballot things, I don't know that there's any school referendums this primary. Oftentimes, school corporations are smart enough not to do it here. They like to do off years where not that many people show up. They can control the outcome a little more. But they have the convention delegates this year. And these are the folks who they determine through the Republican, the Democrat caucus, who's going to run on the statewide tickets. So when you go in there, I'm going to say Dyer because I know Dyer. There's 9 people running, and they take the top 6. Now, those are the ones who are going to go out to Fort Wayne to the Indiana Republican Convention, and they're going to pick your Secretary of State, how that's going. You, as the Libertarian, you know all about that. That's how you guys do it. I don't know why we don't do that locally more. But really, locally, in your town, look at those names. I'm telling you, pick the first 6 on Dyer, but look at those. Those are the people who are going to pick the statewides who are going to be on the November ballot.
Back to the sheriff's race. You have Flores, Gore, and Williams kind of seen as the top 3 at this point. Jenkins is certainly there. Trajkovic is there. I mean, without advocating for any specific candidate, what do you see there? Why are there so many qualified people? And why I think even McDermott kind of weighed into the race with Gore, from what I understand. And then it's actually a pretty good drama because of the Flores family, and certainly, the McDermotts, it's kind of well known what is, it's almost like when someone doesn't like me, but they're going at it. And here's what I think is a problem for both of those campaigns. They're going at each other. You got to watch. Look at right now. You're going to hear some spots from some other candidates that are not Gore and are not Flores that kind of get it. And you got to watch that. If you're one of those, if it was put to me that if the folks in Gary were able to get behind one candidate, they might be able to just kind of push it through.
There was a number of years ago at just to tie that in at the Indiana Republican State Convention, there were a handful of state treasurer candidates. The two top members, they had some big money behind them. They were going at it constantly. And Kelly Mitchell, a relatively no-name person at the time, she just ran right up the middle with it. And so that's what you get with some of these candidates. If you go too hard at each other, you risk two things. One, although Democrats are better at this than Republicans, and I'm happy to say that on here, coming back together for the fall election. A lot of times, hey, your guy beat up on my guy lost, so now I'm not going to vote for you. There's some of that. But in my estimation, the two top names are going to be Gore and Flores. If they go at it too hard, you get some of these folks like a Williams or a Jenkins who might very well just run it up the middle. That's my thought.
I don't know that much about it, but, you could kind of see. I mean, I've been seeing all these guys. I see Jenkins. I see Williams. I see Gore. I see Flores. I've been seeing them for a year and a half, and so have you, at everything that's going on. And that's good because not only are they, showing the local community that they are invested, but you have really qualified people. I am with you on that. But ultimately, this is a law enforcement position. It's not a political position. So the drama even grows bigger because now you got basically non-political people running all the time, and I laugh at every one of them. And I'm like, you're going to hear Jerry Williams' spot here next, and I'm like, Jerry, you're an Indiana State cop. Good luck getting into this morass. Same thing with Gore. He's an ATF guy. Same thing with Flores. He's a freaking police chief. Now all of a sudden they got to go on all these political functions.
But that becomes another part of the discussion, though. You're a police officer, but you're also in charge of the largest budget in Lake County, right? So that becomes another issue. You may be a great cop, or are you great at managing people and managing a budget, and especially here in Lake County when we talk about our budgets. Why don't we take a phone call? We've got people waiting. No, you can't. You can stay for a while. You can stay for another segment. Okay, let's take a call. Good morning, caller on the air.
More comfortable, but okay.
Well, just wanted to call in and give a great compliment to Chuck and Bob, and it looks like Tony and Lynette for doing such a great job in making this work so well. Because I remember in the day when Rick came in and said, we should do a remote broadcast from Pierogi Fest. And, of course, Jed said no, and then they went and did it on their own and pulled it off. And then 6 months later, Jed came on and took credit for the whole thing. So my prediction is Jed will be taking credit for this in 6 months. But, Chuck, way to pull it off, brother. Way to make everything work.
Put the camera up real quick. Let's take a quick look.
YouTube, it looks fantastic.
So there we are. They're having fun. The Bouchas were singing and dancing earlier. I don't know. I don't know if we can hear them. It would be fun just to. But again, same thing with the Pierogi Fest. I'd love to do the parade. We just don't have a good internet connection yet out there, so we got to figure that out.
Why would you love to do the parade?
Because I enjoy live remotes. Because I think that's part of. It's great to sit here in this studio, but it's great to get out in the world and meet people. Don't you like having people from East Chicago come up and give you a big hug on a live remote? Say,
I
hey,
go
Joe.
to 150 sporting events a year and meet dozens of people,
right?
And that's fine with me.
But we don't do that. We don't go to the sporting events. We just like to come and go out to the region and be part of it.
Hey, can I ask Mad Mac a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mad Mac, are you open for questions?
Always. From a guy like you, always.
Hey, Michigan, Arizona. Michigan favored by 1.5. Who is it tonight? I mean, Michigan, UConn. My fault.
I thought it was way higher than that.
Is that? I was looking at a kind of a private site. Let me see what they got. All right, keep going. Michigan, UConn tonight. Who is it?
Michigan. It says Michigan minus 6.5.
Yeah, there it is. My fault.
7.5.
Yeah, I looked at the wrong thing. But Michigan versus UConn tonight. What do you get?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to tell you, this is one I wouldn't put a nickel on this thing other than praying to God it's going to be a fantastic game. Because all these folks who said and I can't stand that NIL bull crap. But the tournament's been great. It's been great to watch. It always delivers. Hey, and even I would almost thank you, Jimmy, but I know you probably have zero to do with it. It probably goes back to Ryan Walsh getting the feed on from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on weeks 1 and 2, and then keeping the radio going with the NCAA games on. But there's now other places to get it, so thank God we don't have to depend on Deedlow's absolute lack of hard work. But it's going to be a great game, I pray, and let's hope. But back to Chuck.
6.5. My fault. It was 6.
Okay,
way to make
go
this
ahead
work.
and let's bring Mr. Pierogi in while we're at it. Mr. Pierogi, Mad Max on the line. He wanted to thank us and say what a great job we were doing today.
Well, I'm sorry to cut into a Mad Mac phone call, but yes, Mad Mac, if you're in the Big Franks neighborhood area, Roxana, come on by. Chuck and Bob holding it down at the fort. We got the Bushas back here. Bushas!
Hi there. Dobrerano. Dobrerano. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning on Dingus Day here at Big Frank's. We are live. Still time to come down to the Roxana neighborhood of East Chicago and have a good time. We got David there playing the accordion. We got Stan and Jill serving up some good food and drinks, so come on down. And just all around good time. And also, I didn't mention this before. I was talking to Cheryl and some friends earlier. For the longest time on WJLB, there was a polka program on Sunday mornings. It's since went away, but a few years ago came back thanks to Stan and Rick Kubik. The Polka Hour, 11 a.m. every Sunday on WJOB. And Jed, I don't know about you, but I hear a lot of great feedback on the Polka Hour.
I do too. Hey, listen, I'm trying to set up a polka channel, but hey, Mr. Pierogi, can you put the headset on one of those sexy women over there?
And Mad Mac, are you still with us?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well,
you can hang up on Mad Mac. Go ahead.
I wanted to show that they could talk to each other over the Zoom.
Let me put it over my rollers.
All right. Hey, your rollers look really sexy. I wanted to tell you that, okay? But I got a question for you. I went to a doing on Saturday night, and then I had too much red wine, and I woke up on Sunday morning and I had a big headache. What do we do for a headache after a big doing?
You got to throw up. You get that out of your system. Then you have a little ginger ale. That'll fix you right up.
Okay, so the actual method of throwing up, does that require like 2 fingers down your throat or 3?
Mostly 2, but 3 if necessary.
Okay, all right. I just wondered. I want to make sure.
3 if you're into it.
Hey, you really do look good. I wish that you could kiss my cheek and leave a big red mark for Alexis to go, hey, what's going on? You know what I mean? But we'll do it next time. How's that sound?
That's okay. We'll see you eventually.
You got it. All right. Hey, one more look.
Bring it Stan again. Stan.
Yeah,
Call Stan there.
Hey, can we get one more look at that beautiful ankle?
Look at that ankle.
Can I see some ankle again? I don't know.
Show some ankle.
One of you guys can? Oh, yes. Look at that. White shoes, folded over, a little bobby socks, and then really a lot of calf. I mean, that is just the Polish guy's, dream right there.
We got Stan Stefanski. It is the Polish guy's dream. I'm sweating right now there, Jim. We got Stan Stefanski, the owner of Big Frank's Sausage. Let me get the headset on you. Busha, I'm going to take that off you. Don't want to mess up your rollers.
There you go.
We got Stan here. Go ahead, Stan. Put those on. We got Jim Deedlow.
Shamash.
And, Stan, a great time all around this morning.
Oh, I know. Where's Chuck? I got to buy him a couple shots, and Bob, too. Come on down. We got some Yeji.
The boss said that we have to do it from here. He said you can't do a remote. You could do a check-in. So
maybe we'll deliver it to you.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Let's talk. Here, I'll take some pierogi.
We'll be there in an hour. We'll be there.
Yeah, we'll
only go until 9. We'll be there at 9:02.
Recovering from his doings on Saturday, though.
Jim had too much doings over the weekend, he said.
Danish or something.
Too much Nastarovia.
Exactly. I did it right.
We got Rich Novak coming in right now.
Hey, Stan, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dingus Day, what's it mean?
A big party at Big Frank's today. It's I guess the actual meaning is 966 Prince Mieszko got blessed by the Pope, and Poland became Christian. And so they do the tradition after Easter to bless everybody with water and pussy willows and all this other stuff.
Can you say that on the air?
Yeah, I said pussy willows.
Emphasis on the willow.
Yeah.
This
So,
is
yeah,
why
it's,
Jim is
great
here. If
time
we
here.
get a violation, at least Jim's here.
AM radio. Remember that, will you guys? It's heavily policed. Okay, watch yourself. Those sexy women behind you are known to keep their mouths clean either. So we'll leave it at that.
But we got the beer, Zhivets flowing. Come on down, and we got plenty of food and punchki for Bob, Chuck, and Jim. Come on down.
And you guys are open all day. The big game is tonight.
Yeah, the game's 8 o'clock. We got drink specials for that too, and go Michigan.
Go
Hey,
Michigan.
Mr. Progi, can you have the accordion guy play us off in the break, please? Can you bring him over?
David, come over here. He's going to play us off the break.
Hey,
Again, Big Frank Sausage, East Chicago, Indiana. We got Dave here playing off the break.
Okay, we'll be back with more. We'll be back with your phone calls after this.
Tech Credit Union supports the essential role of union labor in building strong communities. That's why we offer hassle-free banking, financial empowerment, and a commitment to your success. Save for the future, handle life's challenges, and trust a partner that stands by hardworking union members. Tech Credit Union, the better option for you and your money. Visit techcu.org or call 800-276-8324. Tech Credit Union, supporting union families every step of the way.
Summer's coming, and Deep River Water Park is taking applications for all positions. We have jobs both inside and out for all ages that offer great benefits. Free admission on your day off for you and a friend. Free uniforms, paid training, make new friends, flexible scheduling, and more. To apply, just go to deepriverwaterpark.com and you're on your way to a summer of rewarding fun.
Deep River Water Park. It's simply splash-tastic.
Plumbers Local 210 is building the future, and we're looking for service plumbers to join our team. Our training center invests nearly $500,000 every year to make sure our members are the best in the industry. From a 5-year apprenticeship and an associate degree at Ivy Tech to ongoing certifications in safety and new technology, our plumbers are trained for excellence. Every member is drug tested and licensed for your safety and peace of mind. When you need plumbing work done, make sure you ask for the license. It's your right to ask.
Introducing Powers Health, a health system with a new name and a strong legacy of caring for families in our community. One with a tradition of advanced specialized services and a vision for the future. One with a commitment to medical excellence and compassionate care. Everything we do, everything we believe, powers health.
Okay, if we can get back to the task at hand here, which is doing local radio.
Oh, you're going to start at 8:21?
Yeah. Well, I've been doing. It's been 15 years. We got to start somewhere. So let's take your phone calls here. We've got the bosses here.
What about traffic and weather?
You want to? We can do that.
294 around the city looks good. 80 going east and west looks good. Bishop Ford, Dan Ryan, Skyway Toll Road, Barman I-65. It's much lighter than normal. It's Easter Monday. I do want to say that the train is open. Look on the South Shore's website, and you could see the new Monon corridor going from Hammond to. Why are they calling it Munster Dyer? It should be the Munster station at Ridge Road, and then Munster Dyer is the station on Main Street, which is technically kind of terminates in Munster, but most of the stuff is in Dyer, right?
The only thing that's in Dyer is the Kiss and Ride lot. And I really, this is my conspiracy theory, they wanted to be able to say that it served another community.
So before we get into it, all of that was wrong.
You don't want to talk trains?
The Bishop Ford is heavy into the Dan Ryan. Dan Ryan's heavy on in. There's some construction on Klein south of the expressway. So let us know if you're out that way, how that looks. The 294 out to the toll road, out to the airport's looking good. Let's take a look at weather.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're at 46 degrees with highs of 50 and lows of 30. It's going to be cool with periods of clouds and sunshine, then breezy this afternoon. Then tomorrow and Tuesday we'll be having highs of 38 and lows of 35. Should be mostly cloudy and colder.
Man? Why
and
is
then
it so
Wednesday,
cold?
We'll be having highs of 65 and lows of 53.
That's just what Jed does at night. He's just like so cold.
Breezy with intervals of clouds and sunshine.
Hey, you know what? We're all married, right?
I think so.
Except for Lynette. She
Right.
maybe doesn't have this issue to talk. She can't really contribute. But, you know, when you lay down and you're a couple, I didn't think it was going to happen. But as we got older, when we were younger.
I'm just waiting to see where this one goes.
When we were younger, I slept with no covers on and I couldn't wear a shirt. And, you know, I was like, that's how so hot in here. It has completely flipped now. I'm like going to bed with a hoodie over my head. I like to put a turtleneck on. I'll wear long johns on and socks. And then, like, the wife is, like, more, I guess, regular. She hasn't really moved. I started out, I couldn't stand it, and now I'm, like, freezing my ass off every night I go to bed.
So the secret is a dual zone heated blanket.
I don't have $4,000 to buy
They're
on
like
a bed.
$20. A
blanket,
dual
not
zone,
the bed.
No,
Yeah,
a
the bed.
dual
Yeah.
zone
Yeah.
heated blanket.
Really?
And you guys can dial it in.
What do you
dial
mean
it
a
in.
dual zone?
You each have your own controls.
So I could, like, turn it up on my side.
Just on your
It's
side.
an electric blanket?
The dual zone electric
Why
blanket.
don't you just say it's an electric blanket?
It's electric blanket for two. Yeah. So
I'm not a big fan. Part of it is you got to put that cord somewhere.
Yeah.
And
It
you're always
starts riding up mid-dream.
So
Exactly.
somebody
You wake up and there's a cord across your neck. You're like,
your
I
wife's
don't-
on the other hand pulling it.
So you put the cord on the bottom where your feet go. You don't put it around your neck. It's probably where you're going wrong.
Oh, all right. Well, that's where the outlet is, right above my head.
Yeah, what do you think? I sleep at the foot of the bed?
Bottom of the bed. Yeah.
So
the
kind of weird
outlet's
vampire
right
stuff
there.
you into, Chuck?
Somebody had mentioned the train earlier, and that was my cue to jump in on that. So, okay, so to your point, though, and this is something we talked about
we
10
keep a lot
years
of
ago.
blankets on the tube. Becca's a blanket hog, man. She'll roll over once and pull them
You know
all
what?
over.
I got Alexis, too. It's like, hey, man, I'm the cold one here. Quit rolling over, man.
There was a little triangle of if
So we've got phone calls. We do.
Oh,
I'm
is
trying
that
to take them.
her?
Yes.
Sound effects?
She's got a soundboard back there.
Oh, my God.
Every once in a while, she'll play one. It's
You know
fantastic.
what? That is really good producing. How many calls? One call?
No, we have 4. No,
Whoa.
3 now.
All right.
No, 2.
All right. Why aren't you guys taking calls, Chuck?
Somebody's talking about strangling themselves in an electric blanket. So why don't we take some calls? Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Hello.
Good. Hello. It's Dingus Day. Jim Deedlow's here. Head Dingus.
There's no better day. There's no better day than Dingus Day. I mean, Jimmy, the best way to deal with drinking too much on Saturday is start Sunday morning and then start Monday morning on Dingus Day. There's no such thing as throwing up. Get back on the horse, kid.
And Dave, I didn't realize this because a lot of Polish guys told me, said, well, we gave up drinking for Lent, and Monday's the first day that we can go back to, drinking. So 6 a.m., we're going to the bar, and we're going to celebrate Dingus Day. So I don't know. I didn't realize it was a Polish tradition, but that's what I heard.
We had a call off today from one of our best guys that's Polish, and he just flat out said Dingus is the day. So you
I
gotta
think
deal with that.
Dave, I see him in the background over there. He's dancing with the Pope at Big Frank's. I see him in the background over there. Should go check in on him.
There's two types of people in the world: those who are Polish and those who wish they could be. I happen to be the first, so that's the way to be. Hey, just politically, real quick, 18% is my prediction.
Oh, for turnout.
18% participation for turnout, and there is a difference than in the past. First of all of those positions should be, they're all administrative positions. And if you look at the Kernan Shepherd report, which never was really implemented, all those should be appointed positions by the county executive. You don't, Bob, you guys don't appoint your chief of police, do you?
In Dyer? Yeah.
You guys don't elect your chief of police.
No.
I met him. I was talking to him the other day.
Alcott? He's a good guy.
Yeah, about the security and so forth that's now needed at the train station and all that. But anyways, yeah, go ahead.
But no. To your point, the fire chief, police chief, head of public works, all of those are hired and appointed by the by the council. And I think at some point in time there was a push to get some of these. I mean, no disrespect when I say lesser offices, but again, how exciting is an auditor's position that should some of these not be appointed rather than elected?
Coos, let me ask you this about the sheriff. Like, look at the sheriff's race. You got like 5 or 6 good cops running for a political position. What does that mean for a race?
So those people that have been successful in the past, Oscar, and before him, Buncich, and before that, Dominguez, and before that, Buncich, and before that, Stiglich, and before that, Rudy Bartolome, they were able to do both. So the ones that are able to win a political position have to be able to, and in fact, in many of those cases, a couple of those cases, the sheriff was also head of the Democratic organization, so they understood how to play the political game. You cannot win without playing politics. I hear, I'm a cop, not a politician. All of them are cops and not politicians. But at the end of the day, you have to deal with all the precinct organizations, and here's a perfect example. They all have been speaking to all the precinct organizations throughout Northwest Indiana. If they get picked or endorsed, you realize you have to write a big check to those organizations. All those candidates don't have the money to write those checks to all those different organizations. You're talking about tens of thousands of dollars. So they have to make a political decision if they're willing to do that or not. They have to make a political decision who they're going to listen to, who they're going to go with. So it's really hard to win for sheriff without being a politician or having some experience with it, or having some people behind you who can navigate you through those things. That's one thing. The other is the sheriff's race. It's changed. You have 30 days now, basically, right? It's open voting starts today, I believe, or tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So it's a lot different than it used to be. Before, back then, the battle used to be for absentee ballots. Now it's legal for close to 30 days to go get your supporters to the polls. So it's changed. Those people that for the last year and a half, I've talked to some of the people. I've talked to Jason Gore. I've talked to Stephen Flores. And I've told both of them in their groups, you should be getting a list of your supporters, and the only thing you should be doing over the final 30 days is getting those people to the polls. Going through the parades and doing all that other stuff's fine. You're out there. That's not what's getting any votes. You know who your people are. Go get them. You should be taking all those people out for coffee, for donuts, for this, for that, and get them to the polls. And you should be racking up numbers. I'll make the prediction today on, what is it, April 6th or something, or 7th, that the person that wins the early voting is going to be the next sheriff.
So what's going on there, Coos, really, with like McDermott / Gore and the Flores family? What's happening there?
So it's a primary. So you have to get a coalition to win, right?
No, but
so
between those two factions, what's happening?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's not a secret that the McDermott camp and the Flores camp had some bad blood in the past, but that's politics, that happens. And so what's happened is you have the current regime with Flores, you have the Greeks with Flores. Okay, those are the two biggest groups that are with him, and they know a lot of people. And and Stephen is the police chief of St. John. His brother's been very well known in the baseball community in Cherville, so he's going to do well in Cherville, St. John, and Dyer. Jason's group consists of grabbing Mayor McDermott's support, and he's friends with Mike Repay, so he's going to start with that as his coalition, and then you have to fill it in. In Gary, you brought up that they have to get behind one candidate. They're not. They're split between the two candidates, two African-American candidates, Jenkins and is Carter, I believe?
Williams.
So they're going to split Williams. They're going to split that vote, okay, which is good for Gore and for you made the statement, well, it would be good if they could get behind one candidate. There's 4 factions in Gary. They're never going to get behind one candidate. So they're going to split that vote, and that's what a primary is about. So they all are making their coalition. I think that it's going to be 18% turnout on a high day, which means you're going to see a bunch of signs out there and all that. But if you really look at some of those signs, I've already looked at them, half of them are in either vacant lots or lots that someone owns that there's no one that lives there. So, it's a typical primary in Lake County, and you're going to get less than 20% of the people determining our future. which is kind of sad. But the one thing, there's 5 or 6 very qualified candidates, so I think we're all going to be okay. That's the objective viewpoint of it, but someone has to win the political side of it because this is a political race. So the team that's able to do that is going to be the next sheriff. So Kevin is going to be doing election night coverage, taking the lead. I'll be in Florida. I'll call. And then if you want, him and I could probably come in maybe a week earlier and preview the entire ballot. But, what else on the ballot's getting anybody out? Does anyone care who the auditor is? No one even knows who the auditor is. It's an administrative position that shouldn't even be voted on. Okay? So no one's going to come out. No one wakes up on the 2nd or 3rd, whatever day it is, or this month of early voting and says, well, I got to go vote for the auditor of Lake County. Come on.
Kuz, good to hear from you, buddy. Good to hear from you. We'll have you in.
Day,
all right, man. Happy Dingus Day.
Happy Dingus Day, Kuziak. Okay. Do you want to take another call before we take a break? Let's take another caller. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, Jimmy, I had to call you back and tell you I'm taking UConn and the points. I think Danny Hurley will outcoach the new coach from Michigan. Brad Gimbel will be calling in shortly to tell us why the Artemis space travel to around the moon, along with the sun and the moon, are all fake. And then I got to ask Chuck, are you not amazed that the guy sitting to your right there, Jimmy Didlow, does he sound exactly like, what is her name, Oscio Cortez, whatever, AOC? He's amazed that there's a blanket you put on your bed with dual remotes. Stunned by that technology that we've had for 80 years now, right?
Like, I'm going to get involved in buying an electric blanket with 2 different zones. That just sounds...
Keep Jimmy off anything to do with technology.
All right, thank you for the insightful comments.
Put him in an iron lung and leave him on the side of the road.
Hey, I'm going to go right out straight. I would take the other side of that. We're not consummating a bet right there because that would be illegal under like 7 different tenets of the FCC. But if I were playing it, I think I would love to see Michigan just beat the living snot out of them. But that's not going to happen. It's probably going to be a 5 to 8 point game. That's my call. Neither one of these guys are sports guys, nor is Lynette. Now, I don't know. Do I got it? We had the NIT championship, was it last night or Saturday? Last night. And it was amazing to have all these basketball games on the air, and I've been very proud of that. But I believe tonight will be our last one.
Go team.
Can I leave?
You can, yeah. With that, yeah. You talked about the sports.
Got to bring sports into it.
Right.
We got a full baseball and softball schedule this week on Heartland Sports Network. Go over there and just, pick up a game if you just want to relax for a little while.
Well, thank you for joining us.
I think Mr. Pierogi wants to
so why don't
have some time on the radio.
Check in with Mr. Pierogi live on location. Go ahead, let's bring him back in.
Live from Big Frank's Sausage here in East Chicago, Indiana, Roxana. I think Trucker Mike is waiting on the phone lines, guys.
He's waiting on hold?
He's been calling you forever.
We know that. That's why he's still waiting.
Trucker Mike is at the bar.
Waiting right now, but of course we're having a good time.
No, take that. You can take. Well, it was Lynette's.
Well, it's for tomorrow.
Oh, so is Lynette there with you right now?
She is.
Can she talk?
Hello.
She can.
Lynette, you got to come on down to Big Frank's Sausage. You never been?
Once recently, my first time.
Recently, we got the Pope here. You can meet the Pope.
I'll think about it.
You can meet the Pope, and
That's
you don't
a no.
Eat a really.
Well, no, I heard her earlier saying she was hesitant, but you got to come on down. Look, we got a nun, we got sister, we got the Pope, they're rowdy right here. We got the Bouchas, right there. Let me get the other camera on right now.
That one's blue. I like that one better.
Guys, but you know what? We're having a great time. Dingus Day. There you go. Did you hear that?
We did. Sounded fantastic.
We got Dave Little there playing his accordion, some sweet Polish music right now, and we're just having a good time here at Big Frank's East Chicago. Chuck and Bob, the show goes till 9, right?
It does. We'll be over there at 9:02.
So what about your equipment? Are you guys coming back to have
I'm
some
coming
fun?
back, yeah, to make sure that nobody spills a big pint of beer on it.
I
Look
know.
at that
Well,
look at that
too late
microphone
for
over there.
that.
It's like-
Lots has.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay. What else is going on over there today? The Busha still hanging out. Everybody's having fun.
Hold on.
Perfect. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more after this.
How much more can you take?
Life's biggest challenges don't come with a warning. When legal issues arise, whether it's a car accident, personal injury, criminal charge, or representing you before municipal boards, you need a trusted advocate on your side. At Westland & Bennett, we listen first because your story matters. We provide strategic, personalized legal solutions to protect your rights, your freedom, and your future. Peace of mind starts with a conversation. Call 219-440-7550 today for a free consultation.
Ennigenberg Roofing offers roof replacements, repairs, and new construction. Certainteed Shingle Master certified, our goal is to treat every customer and project with respect, courtesy, and honesty. Serving Northwest Indiana for over 63 years, contact us for a free roof replacement estimate at 219-365-8879. Mention this ad and receive a free upgrade to Certainteed Pro Shingles. Ennigenberg Roofing, 219-365-8879.
Indiana wants me.
Know a Hoosier serving in the military or living overseas? Indiana wants every eligible Hoosier to participate in our elections. Military and overseas voters can register and vote securely from anywhere in the world. Voting assistance for service members, families, and eligible Hoosiers is available now. Visit IndianaWantsYou.com or contact your county election office. And remember, Indiana wants you. Message sponsored by your Indiana Secretary of State.
Indiana wants me.
Do you like to work with your hands, creating something from nothing? Then think about Laborers Local 41. You'll get 432 hours of apprenticeship training, all while earning a wage with benefits and incurring no student debt. You'll travel to different job sites, learn tons of skills, and in a lot of cases, be the first one on and the last one off a job site. It all starts at laborers41.com.
Welcome back to Dingus Day here on Spring Chuckin' on WJOB 1230 AM 104.7 FM on the YouTubes in rustic Hammond, Indiana. We're going to do a quick look at traffic.
Here in traffic, things looking good in Indiana, 8094, 65, Skyway Toll Road, all looking good. On the Illinois side, got a little slowdown Bishop Ford and the Dan Ryan. Dan Ryan was heavier earlier. Now it is loosened up a little bit, so if you're heading downtown, shouldn't be too bad. 294 around the city, going to the airports, looking good as well. Weather.
Good morning, everyone. Today we're at 46 degrees with highs of 50 and lows of 30. It's going to be cool with periods of clouds and sunshine, breezy this afternoon.
Sun clouds.
Tomorrow on Tuesday we'll be having highs of 38 and lows of 35. Should be mostly cloudy and colder. And then Wednesday we'll be having highs of 65 and lows of 53. And it should be breezy with intervals of clouds and sunshine.
Thank you so much. We have calls?
We got two.
We got two calls. Okay, let's take those. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning.
How are you this morning? What's going on?
I got up. That was a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a 88-year-old Busa
Oh, wow.
that can tell you about Dingus Day from years ago. Was a big, big thing in South Bend. There was a church called St. Joseph's that every Dingus Day, the Monday after Easter, would have their Dingus Day. And what it would be is the men would have the brooms and they would chase the Busas around to hit them on the backside with the brooms. And that was like the only time that a man like a Jaja could be a controller. After that, the rest of the year, the Busas took over.
So is that then they switched roles the next day, is what people are saying?
That's, we gave them the chance to like be there, and they just never made it.
So that's the way it works. So in the Polish family, he gets to make the decisions one day a year, and then you take it back the next day.
You got it. You got it. And listen, go Michigan.
Go
I
Michigan.
hope they do it.
Well,
for all of us in this. I've enjoyed the show today. It's funny. Why not those of us with the Polish heritage having what happened this morning with, is the sound okay? Is there static? It was good. It was good. It was very Polish.
Well,
you guys have a good day.
Right. Well, it
was planned. The whole thing was planned.
Your show was very Polish this morning. Thank you for that. It's like a. See, I was going to try to go the whole show without making any Polish jokes, but how many Polish gentlemen does it take to put on a radio show? Apparently not enough, but okay. We have more calls. Let's take some calls. Good morning, caller on the air.
Good morning. It's Trucker Mike again.
Oh, it's Trucker Mike. It sounds like you're live somewhere. Where are you?
Oh, I'm at Big Frank's over here enjoying myself, but I wanted to hurry up and get on before Jim.
Oh, he
Jim
left. We're good. Yeah, but he left. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's 3 Busha ladies here, and they want Jim, Chuck, and Bob to come back down here before later. They got all this lipstick on their lips. They want to all each one kiss you guys on a lip and leave lipstick on your cheeks.
We're going to be back there at 9:02. As soon as the show is over, we're all going to head over there. We'll take a last look with Tony before the end of the show, and then we will head over there
but
and join you guys.
But you see that if Jim shows up here, he's going to have 3 lipsticks on his cheeks because all 3 Busha ladies are going to kiss him on a cheek.
Okay, well, we'll tell him. I mean, we'll take a selfie for proof. But
yeah,
I don't know if his wife's the jealous type.
I can see you on the TV. I can't hear you. I'm glad because I'm having a good time. People need to come down here. The food's good, entertainment's good. At Accordia guys out of this world.
Well, thank you for taking part, Trucker Mike. We appreciate it. We will see you in exactly 17 minutes. Okay.
Oh, I don't care. I ain't leaving. I'm having a good time here.
Fantastic. Okay, we'll see you in a few. Thank you for checking in. And no, I'm glad we were able to kind of we'll restart a tradition here in the region. And our buddy Phil Potempa wrote an article about it. So it's fun to do stuff like that. Like I said, it's fun because that's one of the things that makes the region unique is we have all these different people that came from so many different places, and we come together, we share our heritage, and we share our food, and we share our experiences, and it's a nice thing to see. So let's take a couple more calls before we get out of here. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Good morning. How's it going?
We're having all kinds of fun. How are you this morning?
You can definitely tell Trucker Mike is feeling very good right now.
Oh, yeah. He's been there since 6.
I had to laugh because it was about 6:30 and you guys were in Big Frank's. And I see Tony in the background lifting a beer, and I'm thinking, when did he become a roofer?
Well, Lent is over, so everything goes out the window.
Right. No, I wish I were there with you guys, though. Hey, do I understand this correctly? That Jed already left?
Yeah, he wandered off.
Gone.
He said something about pulling some wires out. We'll see if we're still on the air here in a few minutes. But yeah, he wandered off. But we can relay a message if you want.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to talk to him about possibly doing some advertising. Our church is doing an event next month for the very first bike blessing that we've ever had. Our church for years had been known as Lakewood Enterprise Baptist Church, and throughout the years, just like every other church, the the congregation has dwindled down or died off. Matter of fact, we have a funeral this coming up Wednesday for one of our congregants. But we just recently partnered up with Heartland Christian Center, which has a biker church, a full throttle biker church down in Hebron, and we're bringing one to Maryville now. And we're going to have our very first ever bike blessing in May.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. But yeah, why don't you?
I just heard 2 jaws drop.
I'm trying to be open-minded.
I tell you, I look as soon as you said bike blessing, I looked at him and he just started chewing cud.
Yeah, I would rather call it an exorcism, but that's just me. No, I mean that's nice because I mean obviously we've got a couple people riding bikes around the region. Both of you that use the bike trails, we want you to be safe out there. And then we got the motorcycle. Are you doing bicycles and motorcycles or just bicycles?
Hey, if it has wheels, bring it.
Okay, see now, bring the motorcycles out. I always thought that was neat when you get a priest out on a motorcycle and they're blessing things, and that's fun. So yeah, I mean again, same thing is that
that's the primary is the motorcycle.
Right. Well, this is the thing. Don't call it bike then, because call it the motorcycle blessing. Because now you
because as soon as you said bike, he was checking out.
Right. Okay, we're on the phone. So we've got a caller, Jim. They're doing a bike blessing, and he would like you guys to talk about it. So what email should he email you at that you won't check? Jed at email Lynette. What's your email? Do you have an email? Is it Lynette at WJOB?
No.
Adriana at WJOB1230.
So Adriana. Already done, he said. Okay, we're good. They're doing a blessing of the bikes, but it's motorcycles. When is it, he says?
May 2nd.
May 2nd, and it's going to be in Maryville, right? Is that you said Maryville?
I'm going to bring my grandson.
He's going to bring his grandson. Does he have he has a motor? He likes motorcycles. His grandson loves motorcycles. So, Jed, see, this is why we do this. So he will be out there. Jed and his grandson will be out there. Maybe if you got a little like 3-wheeler motorcycle. But Mr. Pierogi is viciously waving. He wants us to go back out to him.
Gesticulating wildly.
So we'll see you out there on May 2nd. We appreciate that. Let's go back out to Big Frank's.
Okay, could you?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish up. What was that?
Hey, would you let Jed know that I also emailed him, please?
He doesn't check his email, but email Adriana. That's the better way to get an answer. So he's got 10,000 unread messages.
Okay.
We open up his email here every day and just laugh. But yeah, email Adriana and remind us here again in a couple weeks because we may pop out. Jed will pop out. We'll remind him to go.
Sounds good.
Okay, thank you, sir. Let's go out to Mr. Pierogi. You're viciously waving. What's vigorously?
Viciously waving here at Big Frank's Sausage for Dingus Day in East Chicago, Indiana. Come on, everybody! Woo!
Hey, switch your audio source again. Switch. No, not that. Go back to Go to the laptop. Switch your audio source to USB. Change the microphone to USB and then back to Blackmagic again.
I'll do it here.
Change it to USB and then change it back to Blackmagic. Okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
Let's play some music. We got a few more words here, though.
Tell Jill to move to the other side so we can see her a little bit. So. Okay, Mr. Pierogi, we're going to finish our phone calls. You guys are going to play us out in a few minutes. But go ahead. What do you got?
Check back in because we got to wrap up.
We're going to check back in. Okay.
Yeah, I'd just like to wish all my Polish, family and friends.
There we go.
Oh, God, you ain't got me in there.
There we go.
All my Polish family and friends, happy Dingus Day, and all of my Orthodox people a happy Easter for next week. God bless them all.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. Thank you so much.
Chuck, no problem. Chuck, let me know. We do want to get one last checkup. I don't need you to take a break.
Yeah, well, we're going to finish some calls. We'll check in with you in like 5 minutes. Just sit tight.
Okay, 5 minutes.
And you guys will play us out, okay? Yeah. So do we need to take a break? What do you want to do? We're good. Okay. She said so.
Like
so you just hang out. We'll be back to you in a minute. So you just sit there. We'll be back to you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So you said we got some calls. Let's take some calls. We're wrapping up. We'll be over at Big Frank's at 9:02 exactly. So join us out there. So we'll go ahead. Good morning, caller. On the air.
Chuck. Hey, you guys, what's going on? It's Brad Gimble.
Brad
Monday
Gimble.
morning.
Hey.
I'm just so Yes. I'm going to head down there. What's going on? Go ahead.
We're good. No, Mad Mac was just saying how you're going to call in and tell us that the moon is fake in a hologram.
Well, I don't know if the moon isn't fake, but I definitely am suspect that I can't find anywhere on the internet a live feed of that Artemis space station. You would think that they would have turned the camera around so you could see the Earth shrinking as they went farther away, right? I mean, they could have made a great story about it. Somebody could have sponsored it. No cameras on the outside of this thing. I'm sorry, folks, but if you're running with this one, I don't know if there's any hope. I got to be honest. I'm sorry, but I would even put a camera on my Yugo if I was going to the moon. Oh, wait, that's right. Elon forgot that rearview mirror as well. Hey, Griffith, can you find me that live feed? If you can find me that live feed, Griffith, it'll make my day. It'll make my day. But, most importantly, besides rockets going to nowhere, what's more interesting, Chuck, is what's happened, and then you can get back to the sausages. Mexico just killed cash. Did you know that? All the cartels, all the people that are going to be paid off is just basically going to be an absolute nightmare. And it's going to move up here. It's going to move north. And then you're going to get pushed down from up north from Canada, too, because we'll be the last ones. But no more gas can be paid for with cash in Mexico. Go look it up. The Shine Bomb, the Mexican president Shine Bomb. She's a Mexican president. She basically said no more cash for gas. What do you guys think of that?
Well, and I think if you have, it becomes an interesting thing when you have this country that has a cartel problem. And how else do you fight the cartel? You move to a digital currency, right? I mean, but again, maybe the cartels are going to start getting, guys will be out there in the street with USBs like, hey, like swipe your USB over here. But it's I don't know. It's definitely.
There's a will, there's a way.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's people. I think the government.
They're going to figure it out.
Right.
Folks.
The government does not take into account basically the ingenuity of the black market. Right. I mean, that's sort of the thing. But I do want to go back to Artemis because
currency after currency. Go ahead.
Okay. So here's the thing. All of you NASA fanboys out there. Brad, off the top of your head, do you know how much the Artemis mission is going to cost the American taxpayers? Off the top,
free school lunches for the next 3 years.
I don't want anybody Googling it. I want Brad, take a guess. I want to see if you guys are going to play. We're going to play.
I'm going to say it's got to be $100 million. I'm going to say $100 million. That's the biggest tax hole on the planet.
How much is the Artemis mission costing? Don't Google it. Just guess.
I wouldn't know. I don't know.
Okay, Bob?
$52 billion.
$52 billion. Okay, well, you all went over because people are like, "Oh, it's it's $93 billion."
Oh my! I thought you were going to say million. When you said billion, I fell off my chair.
You know what's weird is they
go to nowhere.
I mean, they made Apollo 13 for less, and that was
right.
I mean, the movie with the fake moon and the fake launch. I saw speaking of conspiracy theory stuff, because why not get your news from Insta and TikTok? There's a video before Artemis blasted off of a hatch opening in what appeared to be people leaving Artemis before it blasted off.
And that was actually the escape hatch that it didn't want to catch fire. So the escape hatch disappears. It just kind of goes down a cable tray or something in case they have to escape. But again, so this becomes the question. And again,
did they fix the toilet?
Did they fix the $20 million toilet that was smoking? So this becomes a question.
That's why the Russians did it better. They just went in space. They didn't even need a toilet.
Throw it out the window.
They used a pencil.
But
they just put it in a bag.
But this becomes the question: is that when we have a country $39 trillion in debt, can we afford to spend potentially $100 billion to do a drive-by of the moon that we've already been to on many occasions, according to historians?
Good. Thanks for using air quotes with that.
How much would it cost of land? How much would it have cost to land there, let alone fly?
Well, we forgot how to do that.
I want to know what that.
We forgot how to do
It started off with this mission started off with we're going to go get a moon base, and then it became we're just going to land on the moon. Now we're just going to do a drive-by of the moon.
Yeah.
Like how do we spend 90, potentially $100 billion to fly by the moon and do a circle and come home and call that a success?
Oh, it's been a circle.
But the problem is that the
Griffith
average.
knows.
But when I say, hey, should we really be doing this? Everybody says, well, Chuck, it's just a drop in the bucket. I said, well, here's the problem. We've had decades and decades of drops, and that bucket is overflowing, right? I mean, that's the thing. We do not have the money.
Got a hole in it.
So that's the question is like, look, I love it. Velcro tang, I get it. But I mean, at the end of the day, we do not have $100 billion to do a drive-by of space.
I hear you. I don't know where we're going, and I don't know what's going to be doing, but it's going to get stranger by the minute. I'll tell you. So, great show today, you guys. A lot of fun.
Okay, appreciate it, Brad. We got any other calls?
We got one more.
We got one more caller. Thank you, Brad. We're going to wrap up. Mr. Pierogi's waiting for us. Hang on. We're going to take one last call, and then we'll wrap up out at Big Frank. So go ahead. Good morning, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, speaking of scanning USB cards, I got a public service announcement. I went to Sox opening day the other day, and I was in parking lot E, and as you're filtering through Wentworth Gardens there on the south end of the ballpark, you got all these people dressed up in high-vis stuff. They look official, like they're like parking guys. There's three little angels from the community there at Wentworth Gardens walking up to cars with their phones, having people scan it as they were driving in. They were doing this for a while. I was about 2 cars back observing this whole operation. All of a sudden, one of Chicago's finest pulls up. These three little angels start running through Wentworth Gardens like they were jackrabbits running from a coyote. They couldn't. These guys were gone like a shot. So be careful who you're putting your phone up to if they're asking you to scan something. Like I gotta guess they're using the parking situation as a ploy to get into people's iPhones. Maybe they're Apple Pay. I don't know.
Wow. Well, again, this is what I was just saying a minute ago about how, criminals are going to be innovative. I mean, that's something I would have never thought of, and that's a great PSA. I appreciate that. I know, like I said, Mr. Pierogi's out there. It is 9 o'clock in the region. You're listening to AM 1230, 104.
Real quick.
Go ahead. I got to finish AM 1230, 104.7 FM. Go ahead.
Getting back to the sheriff's race, I want all three of your honest opinion. I want all three of you to grade the job Oscar Martinez did while he was in there. I'm going to hang up and listen.
Well, I don't know who the third person is if Lynette wants to chime in, but Bob, what?
So I get 2 grades. One is an elected official for the town of Dyer, and then one just as a resident of Lake County. I've never had any interactions with the sheriff's department while Oscar was in there, so I think they're doing just fine. And the collaboration that the town's had with his department has been fine. So I've had no issues with Oscar.
Well, and I think so. For me, this goes back to that discussion earlier about this idea of if you have this is a dual role. This is both a cop and an administrator. As a cop, he does great. As an administrator and somebody who manages money, not so great. So, I mean, that's again a perfect example of why a cop or a guy with that track record shouldn't be in charge of the biggest budget in Lake County. Let's go to Big Frank's. We got Mr. Pierogi out there.
I say Stan Stefanski for sheriff here at Big Frank's Sausage, and we all agree.
No, look, I'm going Jill. Jill for sheriff. Tell her. Jill for
Guys,
sheriff.
It's been a great time. Chuck and Bob, historic broadcast here at Big Frank's Sausage in Chicago for Dingus Day. Lots of great people out here. We got the Pope. We got Sister. We got Dave Little on the accordion. Stan and Jill celebrating our Big Franks. Thank you for everybody coming out. Cheryl, happy birthday. Larry DeKay back there. Rich Novak, everybody. They're going to sing.
Play us out.
But, you guys, let's give credit to you as well, Chuck and Bob. You guys set it up here. I know you're coming back for your equipment. And what a great day for the region, Dingus Day. You guys broke ground here, I want to say today.
Well, we try. We're always trying to innovate. We're trying to keep it fresh, right? So tell them to play us off, and we'll be there in a few minutes. Tell them to play a song, play us out.
And you know what? Even though the show is ending, the morning show is ending, Dingus Day goes on all day long here. Don't forget basketball championship now tonight.
It'll be a barn burner, Tony.
It'll be a barn burner.
A Cinderella story.
On the air, so all day long, come out to Big Frank's Sausage They're open all day. Get yourself some punchki, some pierogi, some yeji, and help yourself to a good time. But what a great time. Thank you guys for having me. I mean, geez. What a blast this was, right?
Okay, tell the yeah, there you go. Play us off.
Hold on.
Don't play it.
Thank the Bushas as well. Guys, back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pierogi, and everyone out at Big Frank's will be there in 2 minutes, I promise. Thank you, Lynette, for putting up with all this and getting us through the show. We will be back next Monday with a slightly more normal show, like we ever have those. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everyone that came down to Big Frank's. We will see you next time.
I'm Jerry Williams. For over 35 years, I protected Lake County as a state trooper and interim police chief of Gary. This is my home, and keeping our community safe has been my life's work.